What's up, everybody? Welcome to Constructed Chaos, where we run our live stream every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Central Time and play some D&D.
Yeah.
Woo! Can't wait. Right off the bat, gotta thank the lovely Angèle Jobert in the chat tonight. Welcome to the Chaos crew. Thanks for joining up. I will add your points for this as well as your super chat last time as soon as you show up in the dashboard for me to add. I keep putting your name in there and it's not coming up. But you will have a ton of Chaos points to spend here soon. So we'll get right to it, as I also thank our sponsors, Tabletop Beard. Last week, there was no sound on the ad that we ran, so I figured we'd cover the Druid scent again, which I cannot say enough. Smells amazing. It's forest and wild berry. This is their beard butter. You can see how big this container is. Yeah. I've been using the Ranger one, and I've not even put a dent in it. I mean, it'll last you a long time. So if you want a good, well-maintained beard, or hell, if you want your hair to on top of your head to smell pretty, you can get some of their stuff. I'll run an ad for them real quick while we try some of this stuff out. Welcome back, everyone.
I am the odd man out.
So, if you guys are interested in trying any of this stuff for yourself, you can check out their website in the description below, tabletopbeard.com, and you can use code CHAOS20 at checkout for 20% off. As always, thanks to our friends for sponsoring the stream. And let's see, what other points of order do I have before we get rolling tonight? Oh, I did want to mention, especially after Angèle just joined the Chaos crew, I want to remind everybody, gifting memberships is actually more Chaos points per dollar and helps grow our stream a little better than super chats. We of course appreciate any donations or anything like that you guys decide to give. We're all just here playing a game, and we love that you're along for the ride. But I wanted to remind everybody of that, just because when you gift a membership, you're giving yourself the points and someone else. So it's fun to give. It's the gift that keeps on giving. That said, I think it's time to find out a little bit more about this mysterious furbolg from Zashetan.
It's time to roll that beautiful beam foot.
Yes, it is. Shrouded beneath a blanket of stars whose light slips through the sparse jungle canopy and brimstone remnants of the Red Bastion, a lively evening of romping revelry sings songs, tells tales, and makes markets while unsavory characters traverse the shadows of this vibrant night. One could not find a single quiet inch within this commune of cacophony. And yet this world falls away to silence in the mind of Maavi, an old furbolg with deep-set, wizened eyes and dark blue skin. His pale gray hair spills in a mess over his cracked complexion as he lowers his forest-colored cloak to lock eyes with Flora. Disbelief colors his gaze as his drink spills onto the rotten wood floor and silhouettes cast by soft candlelight dance in the periphery. Amidst the raucous sounds of the seedy respite, this silent recognition of shared history rings out louder than any patron, howling beneath the moonlight.
Hey. A 5-second countdown turned to about a 10-second countdown.
Welcome back, everyone. I can't count to 5. I only have one hand, so and I'm missing a pinky. If you get the inside joke. Now that chat has seen the intro, and you all have seen the intro,
allegedly,
we rejoin our merry band of adventurers at the Red Bastion as all of you entertain yourselves in various ways. But an intense conversation unfolds at a table in a dark corner of the room as a furball makes direct eye contact with Taffy, looking her. Flora, looking her. You will always be Taffy to me.
I was like, something's wrong.
Looking her over and holding his gaze as he says, "Flora, is that you?"
Maavi, I only heard of you.
You look just like Biora. How are you alive? We thought you died. As Flora is a bit dumbfounded by this line of questioning, we'll jump over to Odd, who is continuing to carry on this number. The crowd is quite lively and energetic. It's a bit late into the evening, but they're carrying a pretty sound tune along with your Pinky the Necromancer music.
This needs to be a t-shirt.
I forgot about that.
Make a perception check as you look over the crowd and they cheer you on.
Here we go. First roll save.
No, I'm sorry. I was looking at. Are you googling people without pinkies?
Yeah.
I glanced over.
Oh, nat 20 is so nice.
Hell yeah! Yeah.
Yeah, I am Googling that. What about it?
Yeah. Actually, what I did Google was sad skeleton missing pinky finger.
Somehow that's better.
Go, yeah.
It gave me.
Everyone is fixated on you and hardly paying any mind to Flora and her friend in the corner. As you turn your gaze towards them, you see the conversation intensifying.
Yes, and I'm prepared now. Sorry. How do you know my family?
Where have you been all these years?
How do you know my family?
I was a good friend of your mother and father's. And until recently, I stayed hoping to write the path that Thralland set us down. Flora, what do you know? What do you know of the world?
Well, I know that near where we lived, there's an entrance. Why does that make a sound when you open it?
I don't know.
It's a web browser. Near where I grew up, there's a portal to another place.
Have you... Excuse me for asking. I know we've only just reconnected. But have you manifested powers by chance?
You could say that.
Your mother's blood was strong, and your father's will just as strong. I'm afraid that it may be too late to change anything. I tried, Flora, you have to know. But your uncle he's attained some great magic. It rivals that of the ancients. This, of course, I only found out after I tried to oppose him. I rallied the citizens against him to remove him as chief, but my only choice was to run.
But where have you been all this time?
In Zashitan. In your home.
So you ran recently. All this time, he's still there.
I come to you now as a distant memory.
Are you here looking for me?
No, we all thought you were dead.
Sometimes I think that would have been easier.
You mustn't say that.
Do you see how my parents were treated? Why do you think I've never been back? If her uncle could do that to her, what would he do to me?
Much worse, I'm afraid, especially now. I stayed only to try not to sully their memory. I owed it to them.
I appreciate all you've done, but I have no desire to go back.
Then we are the same. Sorry to have bothered you.
It's not a bother. I'm grateful to have met someone who knew them and speaks highly of them.
Perhaps it is time that we let go of what was and allow the secrets of Zashitan to stay secret. There may yet be a life for us to live out here. The words sound so cowardly when I say them aloud, but perhaps that is the truth.
I've been living a life out here.
I do worry that if your uncle discovers that you still breathe, that life will not be possible.
So you're saying we need to go back?
I cannot make that decision for you. And I would dare not risk the offspring of such close friends who I owe so much to. I'm rambling.
I must know. How did you know it was me? Don't I look different? Would anyone else know it's me?
I think there may be a chance. Perhaps. I certainly recognize you. You are the spitting image of Biora.
Unfortunately, there's not many other people that would be able to say that to me.
Well then. From one old man who held you as a babe, cradled you in his arms, let me just say that I am glad that you still draw breath, that you still live amongst the wilds. And I am sorry for dampening the mood of this fine evening. He puts a hood up and begins to walk away from your seat at the table. And it's at this point, Odd, with your natural 20, that you notice the half-orc that's been telling tales and singing his own praises begins to change the look upon his face, looking in the direction of Flora. Your wood elven friend from behind you chimes in. Looks like someone might beat you to the punch, friend. As the half-orc stands and begins moving over towards Flora and the cloaked figure as...
Real quick, was the cloaked figure, what, race was he?
He's Furbolg.
Okay.
That's
I didn't
Maavi.
remember.
Yeah, he's standing back
I
up.
know, I didn't remember what he was.
Mm-hmm.
I got. We finished the song.
The song's still going. Yeah.
Okay, then if the song's still going, I'm going to dance over to the half orc and change into a different song about him and his exploits, but joking about it. Like I want to make fun of him of all the exploits he was just saying.
Okay.
Like
make a performance check.
I'm going to move the stage like from where we're standing to him, and now he is like the center of attention, and kind of cut him off from Flora.
Okay.
With
This is the half orc.
Yeah. Definitely talking about how his scars on his chest may be made by a dragon, but might be more like a worm. That's a 19 on the dice plus 11.
Okay. Hell
That's
yeah.
a 30.
As you begin to dance in front of him, he kind of begins to appear around you, but your spectral wings sort of give you a little bit of a boost as you skip in your dancing boots, and you catch his eye line as he follows you back down. You continue to jig, and the lack of brain cells on this dude and the fact that he's totally inebriated at this point, he begins to sing along to his own tune. He's like, "That's about me."
Yeah. And everybody, like, by this point, everybody has to be laughing at these. He's definitely not picking up on these jeers or, like, backhanded, right?
No, he's definitely not picking up on it. And there are a few people in the tavern, in the Red Bastion, that you can see are definitely picking up, and they're snickering, kind of pointing at him. But he doesn't pay them any mind. He is focused on you.
Yeah.
As you continue to dance and play your tune, the wood elf who was just playing with you rounds the back. He says, "Seems you have this crowd handled. I'll take my leave." As he continues to meander out the door, you play your songs, sing your words, and Flora, you are left alone at your table as you watch Maavi move into the dark recesses of the Red Bastion, hopefully to find some sleep. What are the rest of you doing?
Walking up to. Are you still singing? Or are you
I'm
you
gonna
wrapping up your song with?
message
I'm a.
Alex, I'm gonna message you something. So
Yeah.
read it later. 'Cause
Okay.
I think the song was just long enough to create a distraction to where maybe he loses Maavi, or maybe gives you all time to come back.
Well, because Valoth would. They have some items over there. A few more scroll books and weapons and whatnot. I believe Drazad got a new. Did you end up getting the weapon, the Daybringer, Lightbringer thing?
I think
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
He got himself a nice mace.
Well, I'm going to finish the song and then start passing the hat around.
Yeah, I mean, with your solid performance check, I will have you roll. It is going to be just a single D10.
Okay.
Just because these guys are not good tippers.
Not good tippers.
I will say also, Valoth, as you kind of recount the different services available here at the Red Bastion, make a perception check for me.
Oh, that's a natural 20 for 24.
Wow. 2 nat 20s already in the session.
It went
All in
20s,
RP moments, yeah. Wait till we get to combat.
You guys are nuts.
It'd be like nat 20 to pet this cat. You did it. The cat didn't bite you. Yeah, it doesn't scratch you.
So in addition to the bazaar that you saw, in addition to the stage that Odd was performing on, you do also see a tiefling woman giving out tattoos that she applies with a needle, ink, and a small mallet. She is inking up one. It's a gnoll sitting in the seat whose arm is like shaved halfway up, as she tattoos underneath the fur that's just going to grow out.
Yeah.
Given the nature of my tattoo, would I know this to be of a magical variety or just your bog standard?
I would say make an Arcana check, but with your natural 20, you can just see plainly with your eyes that the one that she is placing on her current customer is not magical. But that doesn't mean that something like that might not be available.
I would mention as much. I wonder if she can do something like this.
Like the magical tattoo?
Yes.
You have a magic tattoo?
Yes, and I'll write something in the air.
Yes. Have you not seen him scribe stuff in the air before?
I thought that was just something he could
just
do.
writes in the
I didn't
air.
know it was a tattoo.
That is fair.
I'll
you know,
also
could've been-
use it. I'll say, do you have any letter or note or anything?
I just
No.
finished writing one
Yeah.
over here.
There you go.
I'll touch it so that only me and Flora can read it, and then it disappears for you.
Well, that's just unfair.
This also lets me do that.
Okay.
I've never seen that spell before. That is fancy.
Your friend, Flora.
That uses a charge on my head.
Also, whenever y'all like look at me, y'all notice me handing off a little letter to like a little tiny squirrel.
I can also
like,
drop it. Like I'd probably
call-
drop it back immediately.
Yeah,
too.
no, I'm just like letting you know y'all will see that of me like handing off a letter to a squirrel.
What'd you find out about?
That's what I texted you about.
Okay.
What'd you find out about the guy?
An old family friend.
Where's the half orc doing right now?
He's palling around with his buddies and
Okay.
Yeah.
So he forgot about where he was going.
yeah, it looked like when he got that scowl on his face, it was like a hint of recognition, but he wasn't positive about what he was doing. You distracted him long enough that he's forgotten all about
I'll
it.
let you know. I think that half orc is on to your friend.
The man with the hood?
What was he doing again? I don't remember.
Who?
The man with the hood.
No, your
Maavi?
friend's the man with the hood.
Your guy's the man with the hood.
Who was he? What were you telling me just now?
Oh, I was asking you about Maavi.
What were you?
Oh, I was telling you
Who
that
is-
half orc. I had a good vantage point up on the stage. That half orc would look like he might have
After
been
him.
on to Maavi. Somebody
For
still.
what?
You remember we found
Nope.
out? Oh,
That's where I'm confused.
we found out from my bard friend that there's a price on his head.
Oh, that's right.
That's why you went to talk to him.
That's
For
why you
what
went to talk to
again?
him. We
We
don't
don't
know
have-
why. We
okay.
just know there's
Yeah.
a price.
Hmm.
And I think it was the biggest bounty of the people in the room, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call my scroll back.
Okay.
I'm gonna add that to the note.
come back.
You,
Okay.
Squicker squeak squickerson.
what changed your mind about this about this squirrel?
I rolled a
Just needed
1,
to add
Alex.
something to that note.
So 1 gold.
Whoa!
And that's about as good as you can expect in this area.
Gold.
That's
So-
what a nat 20 will get you, sir.
Yep.
Yes.
In the Red Bastion,
A 30. on the-
it's either 1 gold or 1 dagger in the back.
You see Drazan just...
I'd rather take the dagger.
Where's the half orc now?
I distracted him. He's now. I sang a song about his exploits and how
And he's
stupid
still
he
over
is.
there.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay.
He is alive.
And I think all his friends bought him a drink after that.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where'd your friend go? Should we go find him?
I think he went off to bed. We may see more of him one day, but we also may not. I think we may have some unfinished business.
Also, the other bard just jetted out of here real quick. Which way did he go?
He left the same way that you all came in. He's basically making his way down the road. Looks like he could be headed to maybe a tent, or possibly even he's going to walk through the
Is
night.
it late? Is it time for
Yeah,
bed?
it's
okay.
nighttime.
Got it.
Yeah, the sun is definitely set by this point.
All right. What? I think. Yeah, your friend might be in trouble, but if you know where he went,
Don't. But he might know where to find me. But
they see
I
your-
also am not really his friend.
That was Drazan's question. But is he
Yeah.
really your friend
No,
necessarily?
he knew my parents.
Okay. But that does not mean friend.
That's about it.
So you do not know him.
I know of him.
Right. Okay,
But
got
I
it.
was young
Okay.
when I left.
He was not a
bad person, I'm assuming.
He is not from my memory.
Okay. So you do not know if he has committed any like crimes, felonies, murders, nothing like that with the
no
bounty on his head.
Seriously, man, are you a
We have to
cop?
be careful. We have to be careful. Drazad's wares were stolen. You know the story. It's been happening for a while now. We were looking for the wares.
He did come from my hometown. There are people there that I do not trust.
In Zashetan?
Yeah. So maybe he's bad. It's kind of hard to tell after everything.
Did you ask him why he had a bounty on his head?
Nope,
very,
because
very
I
large
forgot.
Gotcha.
If Morgan had remembered, she would have asked that.
Can you call another squirrel?
I mean, I could. I can
Another
call him.
messenger squirrel?
Yeah.
We can try to go talk to him again.
I want to
Well,
go talk to that.
I don't know. If we all go talk to him at the same time, it might kind of
I
overwhelm
can try
him.
to get him back down here, or I can go find him.
Might not be that far away. Maybe you can message him.
What would you like to do?
I don't have message.
You're the only one.
pew, pew, pew. I want to go talk to that tattoo lady.
Okay.
Val is like riveting conversation and then just turns around and walks away.
Truly fascinating.
As you walk over to the stall, you see a tiefling with crimson skin and horns that cascade down the sides of her face and frame it quite nicely as she continues to tattoo the fresh design onto this cackling hyena of a creature. She turns to you. Looking to get some ink, friend.
Yes, I'm looking to see if there might be something to match this one.
That's a wonderful piece. I'm sure I have something that I could do for you. Do you have anything in mind?
Well, just curious what your expertise is and what you might be able to provide.
Are you looking for something quite as magical as that one?
Oh, indeed.
Well, I have a few talents. I have a tattoo that could help to increase the strength of your skin, as well as one that would allow you to cast magic yourself, a spell called Spirit Shroud. And as she explains this to you and mulls over the best way to proposition her goods, you hear the the gnoll kind of yelp as she, ooh, sorry.
Oh, this is like self-centered spirit guardians.
Yep. For this would be a spellwrought tattoo.
Yeah, that
So
has
it's-
that one in it.
Yeah, it's good for one use. It's 3rd level Spirit Shroud.
Once a day or
One use, period. It is like a
One use,
scroll.
period.
Yeah, it's a tattoo version of a scroll. And this this one that makes me more durable. Mechanically is what I'm trying to get. I don't know how to ask it. Like more armor.
It's a
or is that
rare
the one
version of
that's-
the barrier tattoo, which I believe is. I'd have to double check. I think it's like
I think it's plus.
it adds your dexterity and it increases the base. I think it might be 12 plus dex.
My base is 12, so.
Rare is 15 plus your dex.
How much might this barrier tattoo be?
I'm afraid that one does not come cheap, as it requires many specific ingredients for the magic to take hold. But I could spend the nights applying it to your forearm there for 300 gold.
Oh, I'm gonna message. I'm gonna message Odd.
Sorry, I said 300, 3,000.
Ah, okay. I was gonna message. I was like,
holy hell.
I just need 100 more gold.
3,000.
Ah, yes. Okay.
wait.
That's well out of my price range. I have 200 gold, sir.
I think if we pool, we might be able to do it.
I don't think it's worth to put on the wizard to give him the one that's gonna try to hide as best he can in the back
I mean,
anyway.
15 AC plus some It's up to you.
I mean, 15 plus my dex, that would put me at 17 AC.
Whew.
I have 30.
On a wizard, that's pretty nice.
That's
I don't
really
have any
nice.
gold. I still, yeah.
I can haggle.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was like, I still had some in my inventory, but I was like, I don't think I have
Yeah, maybe I would say, well, let me consult with some of my friends.
Ask her what the ingredients are.
Absolutely. You know where to find me.
Of course.
As she continues to bang out this design on the knoll, which looks to be like barbed wire, sort of
Yes,
wrapping around.
God.
it's no wire.
Then the hair's just gonna grow back, and he's not gonna be able to see it.
But he'll know it's there.
She had some tattoos much like this. One in particular piqued my interest, at least.
I've always wanted that tattoo.
You might be able to benefit.
What are you
from
gonna
some of
get?
them too.
A little squirrel.
I believe Flora might want a squirrel, but
Yeah, you're probably gonna get the book, huh? Or what's that book you like? The Anus.
just right there. No, but she had a few ones. One that functions much like a scroll, only it's attached to your own skin. One-time use tattoo, and then
Okay.
I believe it dissipates. I've not actually used one of those before, but she also had a barrier tattoo.
And that one won't dissipate.
That one won't dissipate and functions much like armor would.
Oh, for you?
You may need that. You are no offense.
Yeah, that's
That
a
is
good
what
thing.
piqued my interest. However, I might require a small loan.
Okay. How much? How much is it?
She's offered it for 3,000 gold.
God, you better get singing.
Pearls.
Gold.
Clutch my pearl.
And why?
Better get
And I only have 200.
Well, Odd is rich, right? So he can
let-
afford that.
Let me go talk to this lady.
For
What
sure.
if we ask her what ingredients it takes?
Well, that's a good
Offer
point.
her the ingredients.
And also we do also still have one potion of friends.
I mean,
I have a potion of charm person.
That's what I meant.
I have a better thing than charm person. So.
Go for it, Odd.
He
Great.
has a plus 11 to persuasion.
No, I.
Use a loop.
I thought you were about to like Superman your shirt. You're like, I've got
Yeah.
abs.
Yeah. I just have a great physique.
By all means, if you're willing to.
Yeah, go over there, talk to her, and introduce yourself. Hey, madam.
Nice to meet you. I enjoy your music.
Thanks, appreciate that. My friend here was talking about some tattoos. I've always wanted a tattoo, and I look at the barbed wire. I was like, "You do excellent work." You're like,
I do
You're breaking.
what I am commissioned to do.
right. Well,
By any chance, would you be wearing armor over your tattoo like this one here?
no. I'm going to.
Glad
keep
to
this
hear
one.
it, friend.
Yeah, but he said something about a different one.
I can do a tattoo that stores Spell Shroud and allows you to cast it at 3rd level.
Okay.
It's quite a powerful spell.
And it'll go away. I'm very finicky, so I might not like what. You could make this into anything, right?
It will disappear after one use, yes.
You promise.
You promise?
Unless your skin has some sort of reaction that I have not seen, this is what will happen. Yes,
Okay.
I can guarantee.
How much is that one?
That would be 500 gold.
How much for both?
I suppose I can do a package deal.
Package deal, yeah.
I could do an entire night of work on little sleep, 3,400 gold.
I could definitely do. I can help with the sleep and do a song of rest for sure.
I do enjoy your musics. Make a
And-
persuasion check for
yeah.
me.
That 20.
Yeah.
My God, dude!
31.
Jeez.
Wait when combat starts. It's gonna be like 1, 2, 3.
Very well. I think I could do this for you, 3,100 gold.
Oh, I'm still not
You have
gonna.
a wonderful singing voice, and
That is.
I would love to display my art alongside yours.
That is a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful discount. But I still don't think we're going to be at the same place. What about just his? Like the best price on just his? Could we maybe do
Make me an offer.
2,500?
Ooh, I wish I had something.
He does look like he could use the help.
You can hear
Valov is. No, he's not gonna do that.
You hear in the back.
I was gonna say he's gonna try to look as scrawny as possible.
I'm like, just what? Like what? Ball, can I hit him?
He is a rather squishy man. Yes.
Yeah.
Very well. 2,500 gold.
Okay.
And I suppose you want this on your other arm.
I was hoping actually on my back.
A fitting place.
Is that possible?
Especially if you are in a place such as this where you may be stabbed
Spells.
in the back.
Yeah.
This has happened to me a number of occasions.
You just tattoo over it? How
If you don't
tattoo-
like the scars.
How do you tattoo your own back?
I have friends. They do it for me.
Okay, that makes more sense than what I was envisioning.
As she turns to kind of show you some of the tattoos, like they're all crappy. Maybe she hasn't seen them.
Oh God! I look at that off. I'm like, oof.
You out loud here.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll pair 2,500 gold for this tattoo, and then I'll just be like, here you go.
Oh, but be careful not to show that to too many people. Friend, your tattoo is done. And he kind of looks, you missed it. And she's like, no one's going to see it. You're fine.
Hey, real quick, can you
I'm
close out of whatever is
yeah.
over the corner of that?
Is that distracting you?
Yes.
It's
I
also hard
literally,
to read the chat.
I literally can't stop looking at it. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Thanks.
No problem.
Don't hate me.
So yeah, she motions to a stool seated next to her for you to sit down, and she'll begin work.
Yeah, when Valov pulls his tunic down, you'll see a few scars on his back. And his tattoo up his arm finishes like just beyond his shoulder blade. So he's like, you might have to avoid my current tattoo, but I hope
You
that
want
is-"
me tattoo over the scars, or
Yes, please.
you want them not seen?
How big are scars?
Yeah, what do they look like?
Those do not look like they are from
Like-
a dragon.
Like a rake?
Whoever
Yeah.
wants to figure out what they might be,
Mhm.
investigation checks.
Bring it.
I love that Sam also DMs.
Sam's like, yeah, you have to roll.
Out of combat, 19.
Oh my god!
21.
Gosh,
You
okay.
guys are insane.
Yeah, so they look like they were caused by something unnatural. Their shape are kind of curved.
Like a whip? But
No,
unnatural whip?
with that high of an investigation, yeah, something that is maybe whip shaped, but definitely whips typically leave still straight lines as they streak across the back. But yeah.
She begins to dip her needle in ink and slowly mallet a pattern on your back that takes the form of a shield in almost a triangular shape with a rounded top. Slowly but surely, she adds your tattoo. This will take all night, so I will say you'll have a level of exhaustion tomorrow,
Worth it.
but
Are you both getting tattoos?
No, I couldn't afford it. I will ask her before she starts. I was like, can you just like give me like a little dot right here? I just want to see what it feels like.
don't see why not. She pings you. She strikes a nerve. make a
Never
con
mind.
save.
Never
Make a
mind.
con
I don't want it. Never mind. Walk off rubbing it.
save. As Oz walks off,
It's like Phoebe getting
and she
her,
continues to hammer the design into your back, she does kind of the hairdresser thing, where she's like, "So what brings you here, friend?"
passing through. We're on an adventure, just seeing the sights, seeing what the world has to offer. As you might notice, we're not a normal group of travelers.
There is no such thing as normal here at the Red Bastion.
That's fair.
Where do your travels take you? If you don't mind me asking.
Here.
And beyond?
Oh, we just left Oak Ridge most recently.
Oak Ridge. Wonderful place. I've never been.
Have you heard of anything about the place, though? About Oak Ridge?
I have heard what they like to proclaim, which is that my ancestors wrecked the town.
But nothing odd happening at night on the island?
Nothing comes to mind, no.
Because we witnessed some spectral beings while we were there.
Spirits of the beyond, you say?
Yes.
Well then, did you do away with them?
No, they seemed to want our help protecting against Vithnica, and had claimed that Red Bastion had just fallen to Vithnica itself. I assume this to be something of the past based on the year he had given. It was
Many years
pre-Scar.
ago, yes. Vidnica came here and destroyed Red Bastion, destroyed Oak Ridge, destroyed a number of settlements, only after much persecution over many, many decades.
And nothing like that has happened here, because while we were there, we also heard this... I can't describe it other than a warbling. It's just sounded like a hum that resonated throughout the air.
That seems quite peculiar. I have heard tales from my own family and lineage that the Isle of Vidnica was a sight to behold, but never have I heard of the sounds that it made, although I am sure it did make some.
Wow, thank you.
Sweet!
Hey, while we have like a quick little break, Grim tried to redeem a common item and it says it's out of stock.
Oh, that's my fault. I can change that.
It says
It is not
That
out
means
of
we get
stock.
a rare item?
Yeah.
It is not out of stock.
Get an uncommon? We get an upgrade?
I was like, surely it's not out of stock.
It's because I disabled them for the Pokemon campaign. I just forgot to turn them back on.
Grim, you will be justified.
It should be available now. It now has -1 quantity, which means infinite.
Ah.
I would absolutely kill myself if we got another Dust of Dryness. Like, yeah.
That is one of the...
That was
Best
probably
one.
the best
I think we
item
still have a
on
little
there,
pellet
but there's
with
some
the
other good
water.
ones.
You have a pellet and I have dust
Yeah.
to make another pellet.
Okay.
So, as Valeth continues to get his ink done, what are the rest of you doing?
Is that guy Odd was messing around with still in the bar? Or
The half-orc?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely still there.
Okay, is he still like... Excuse me. Is he still spouting bullshit?
Yeah,
Great.
absolutely he
Okay,
is.
I'm gonna walk
He's
over-
slurring his words a little bit more than he was before, but he's still telling lies.
I'm gonna walk over to Odd and I'm gonna be like, Odd, hey, okay, do you want to pull a prank on your friend over there?
Of course I do.
Okay, great. Okay.
Yes.
So, okay, are you ready? Do you want to watch? Let's see. I don't know what's gonna happen, okay? And you see Drazad just go, stop spouting your bullshit. And all of a sudden, he can't deliberately lie anymore. I cast Zone of Truth on him.
What does it have to make a save?
He has to make
Yeah.
a
On
charisma
who?
save.
Okay.
Would you do this one?
The half
The orc that was saying that.
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
got
but that's
attacked
a
by
big
dragon.
area, so like all
It's
of his
15-foot radius.
all
yeah.
his buddies around him too can't.
You
lie
see the
anymore.
half-orc swilling a drink and spilling it all over the place as some of it dumps onto the goblin that you guys talked to earlier. It wets his hair, but he's enamored with this large half-orc figure as he continues to look up to him.
We got an item.
What is?
Armor of Gleaming. I will say that this is half-plate armor of Gleaming.
Ooh.
Oh boy.
Boosh.
So
You could be lit.
you all hear the chime of
You can
the
use
coffer of curiosities go off. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, ding-a-ling-a-ling, as
Oh my god, we pull a prank and we get the surprise.
Drazad, you continue to watch this half-orc, and he's like,
And this one here, this was from when I was 5 years old and fell into a patch of prickleberries. A patch of prickleberries did this to my arm. I tried to hide the scar. I was embarrassed, but a pack of prickleberries,
and he's like trying to say something else, but it's not coming out.
I will say, an affected creature is aware of the spell and thus can avoid answering questions to which it would normally respond with a lie. They don't know who cast the spell, though.
Awesome.
I will say that he is so inebriated and so
That's what I was going for.
low intelligence, he does not know that a spell has been cast, and he moves on from that one.
And this here, this was a bite mark from my pet dog.
Is he talking about the scar that he said was from a dragon earlier?
Yeah.
No, that's
Okay. I'm gonna. What about the dragon scar? That was a really cool story. You should tell it again.
Oh, right. This one here, I had surgery to remove my intestine. I had a surgery to remove my. The doctor's scalpel was not very sharp. What is happening?
I thought there was a dragon.
Yeah, what happened? I thought it was.
It was not a dragon. It was not a dragon.
I think you've had too many drinks.
he's like
it's time for you to go to sleep.
slams his mug on the ground and slaps himself across the face.
Oh,
He cannot tell his normal lies.
I love
Yeah.
it. Whisper a word odd. Aren't we having a good time, buddy?
Yes, we are.
A few of the people around are now giggling even more at him, especially after hearing Odd's song.
Yeah.
They're putting
Y'all-
two and two
We're
together.
having a good time at Red Bastion.
I just want y'all to know you are about to find Flora in the corner crying
Okay.
with
Yeah.
a new necklace.
Just beyond this half-orc, as you all are bursting with laughter, you see a completely different kind of emotion across your friend's face as she sobs uncontrollably, clutching a necklace of teeth in her palm.
I'll go to turn around and be like, Flora, come listen to this story.
I'm just gonna give the note that old boy wrote me. You, if you're close to me.
Sure, yeah, I would walk up to you if
Yeah.
I saw you upset.
Yeah, I'll send this in the.
And I'll.
Flora, what's
I'm
wrong?
assuming you're paying attention, but if you're not,
I'm considering myself.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
considering myself indisposed.
I'm gonna.
I sent the note to y'all.
I'm really concerned
Or
because
disposed.
you're Flora. So I'm gonna also message you and say, Flora is very upset right now.
What? Flora, what's wrong?
I'll respond. She
happened?
likes
We just got
flowers.
50 constructed chaos membership.
Holy crap!
He's trying
to cause
chaos.
What are you doing, man? Oh my
He
god!
wants the 60,000 points.
Brett, that is insane!
Thank
There goes the
Thank you
chat.
so much! Holy crap! Ding, ding,
Everybody,
ding, ding,
everybody
ding,
say thank you, Brett.
Oh my
Thank
God.
you, Brett.
50 gifties. We have never had this many gifted memberships on our channel. Thank you so much, Brett. We're always glad to have you. You are a riot, my friend.
Wow.
Oh my
Holy
gosh.
crap.
Wow, they're still flowing in.
And welcome everyone that just received one of these
Yeah.
memberships.
Oh, this is about to be like, whoa.
If you're watching and you're not a member, do remember that you have to turn on
Yeah.
the feature to accept gifted memberships. It should be somewhere in the chat. There's a lot of them up for grabs. So,
Brett, how many points do you have now?
my God, yeah. Let me add those. I actually
like
have to
the-
do math. I don't know what the math
chat,
is.
it says, you going for chaos, Brett? Brett, gifted 50 memberships.
Does that answer
He
your
said,
question?
Yep.
Christ, dude, that's insane.
He said, yes, I absolutely am.
This is so fun. I'm kind of terrified for what the chaos is going to be.
I am.
I know,
I'm
'cause
here for it.
All right,
Oh my God, we're about
Brett,
to get
you now
wrecked.
have quite a few points. Oh my God, I can't believe. Thank you so much. Welcome
you,
to the
Brett.
chaos,
Thank
everyone.
you.
Welcome to the chaos.
Whoopee.
Oh, no. I got the belches.
Just a little chaos. That's insane.
As all of you
so
continue.
I'll go.
Just yeah, I've given you the letter.
Yeah.
So y'all see it.
I have a necklace of teeth
I'll just kind
Do
of
you actually?
in real life.
Oh, that's even better. In real life.
Just real quick side story, out of character. When I got my wisdom teeth out,
I was. Oh my god! I was just
Yeah,
about to ask
yeah,
if they
yeah.
were human teeth or not.
yeah, they told me the dentist who took him around, the orthodontist or whatever it is, said that's the biggest teeth I've ever seen in my life, like the biggest wisdom teeth I've ever taken. And so, I was like, all right, cool, give them to me because I'm all effed up.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I
and
did the
he's like, here you go, you can take him home. I took him home, and my girlfriend, wife now, was doing an art project of like wire sculptures, and I just like was sitting there all messed up. I was like, I made the teeth of wisdom, like the necklace.
Oh my god!
Please
Teeth
wear it.
of wisdom.
Please wear it.
I lost it in a drinking game to a friend. He still has it.
Oh my god!
This story, when you thought it could get better, you lost your own teeth necklace.
Your life was a D&D campaign.
He is a bard.
I don't know what we expected from Odd, but that's correct. That's
You were
on
just gonna
brand.
Say you lost it. No.
Can that be odd
lost
canon?
it
Can
to
that
a
be?
friend.
Can that be an odds backstory
Yeah.
too?
I want to find the friend
Oh
in
my
real
god!
life and in this campaign.
And then make some bets to get Brett's necklace
Is
of
it?
teeth.
Tell me it's Leo.
No.
Damn it.
We have to get those teeth back.
I'll message the guy, see if he still has it.
I hope he does.
I hope he does too. I'll
psychotic.
be like, you need to mail these
Hey
back.
man, remember that
Talk about-
thing of teeth?
Yeah.
I did the same thing when I got my wisdom teeth out.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Now I
Yes.
should get mine out so I can keep them.
So you can keep them.
So you can have it.
But then you won't be wise anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Sorry, guys.
Right.
Derailed the
recentering.
hell out
Oh,
of
I
it.
mean,
know what?
that was
That one
worth
was
it. That was
worth
worth it.
That was worth it. Okay. So
Wow.
back to the sad things.
Mhm.
I have given y'all the note.
Yeah, I'll get up to
Okay.
Odd and kind of start reading it over with him.
I don't know if y'all know. Have I told y'all anything about my backstory?
No.
Okay.
Just
No,
say
we
you're
are-
from Zaslatage and you don't want to go back there. People suck.
Okay.
We're horrible at talking to each other.
No, that's cool. So, this apparently was my mom's.
And you didn't like her.
The necklace?
Nope. She's dead.
And you killed her.
No. My uncle did.
Oh, that's pretty
He
bad.
killed both my parents, actually.
Oh,
And that's why
it
I
gets worse.
don't want to go home.
Is that why you had to run away?
Yes.
Because he wants to kill you.
Well, I wasn't sure, but Maavi thinks maybe.
Why?
And if he is looking for Maavi now, then surely he's looking for me next.
Why did
I don't know.
is your uncle Thralen?
Thralland, yes.
Okay. You do not know why he killed your parents?
Do not know.
Does Maavi know?
I don't know.
You did not ask him.
What's his deal? Why is he killing people? Especially like your parents.
Well, she doesn't know.
Well, my parents were the
I didn't know if you knew
Chiefs.
his deal.
My dad was the chief of our tribe,
Oh,
and
Oh.
I think
it's like a tribal warlord situation.
you could call it that.
Okay.
And maybe he wanted to be the chief instead.
And he is the chief
is
now.
The chief now.
Okay, so
I did not stay long
I'm-
enough to see any of this happen.
I'm assuming he's one of those like I rule with an iron fist. Like this is another Leonidas situation.
Yeah.
No. Yes.
Yet tribal.
Are there other tribes?
Yeah. Tons.
Is the chief head of all the tribes?
No, the chief is head of my tribe. And I'm going to turn around and show you. I have a little tiny, like a, you know the skin colored tattoos that people
Yeah,
get?
like the whiting kind
You know what I'm
of.
talking about? It's like
Yep.
a scar almost. I have one of those. Do you have one too? Is that why you're smiling?
No, I'll get all excited. I'm like, I just got a tattoo too. I just got one too.
That is crazy. Oh my god.
Drazad,
You
are
know-
you the only one without a tattoo
Yes,
now?
I was just going to say.
Oh
you know,
my
you do
God.
not- you're the only one without message.
This is not technically a tattoo. It's my boca.
What's that?
It's what shows what tribe I belong to.
How do you get it?
Do you?
When you become of age, when you have your udu, and then you get your boca.
You were.
Of course. That's just common knowledge.
We made all of this up in the line of Whataburger last week.
Well, the Udu and Volca thing.
It's Whataburger menu items backwards.
I love a spicy bacon
Yeah,
burger.
yeah.
What? Okay, you are saying a lot of words that Drazad does not understand. I guess
These
regardless.
are a lot of words I haven't said in years.
No, that I understand why. I don't think many people would get it. First off, are you okay? I mean, I know, like, okay as you could be, probably, but
Yes, okay as I can be, but
Okay.
I think that maybe we have to kill my uncle.
oh, okay. That was Drazad's second question because at this point, I am ready to. I don't know where the wares are.
Because
I
if
am
he
ready to
doesn't-
just take revenge out.
If we don't kill him, he's gonna kill me. And apparently Maavi.
Does his influence spreads beyond Zashatan? I mean, obviously you
don't
put
know
a
how much
bounty.
of this works,
Yeah.
but Maavi left, and now there's a bounty on his head. And according to him, it was placed by Flora.
Well, why doesn't he just? We are going to Zealous, so why doesn't he just come with us to Zealous? Because I do not think someone is going to come from Zashatan into Zealous.
I can ask him.
I think he should come with us because
Why
if
not?
I'm gonna
nothing
send
else,
a squirrel to go try to find
if
him.
nothing else, he will be safest with us, and maybe give us the
Okay.
best.
It's Cotter, actually.
He knows your stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He might give us the. He will be a valued magnet for information
Mm.
in the form of assassins.
Well, he also would know more than you
Well-
would about.
I'm gonna talk to the squirrel that gave me the letter and ask him where old boy was.
The squirrel, like, chitters and looks up, large eyes. He's back there.
Great.
He has his own tent. It's very cozy.
But all of y'all just hear
Squeak, squeek, squeaker,
squeaking.
squeaking.
Squeaking's good.
What do you? What do you?
Squeak,
That
squeak.
is so cool that you can do that. What's it saying?
Sorry.
Those are more weird
Wrong
words.
language. He apparently has a tent in the back.
Oh, so he's not far.
I guess not.
He's not very good at hiding.
Are we spending? Yeah, we got to spend the night here. look over
Yeah.
at Val. Like,
And you just see the
Yeah.
back of Alan's head as he's in this.
yeah.
Sorry, you see the back of Alan's head.
I hope that your tattoo goes up into your neck.
Continuing to overhear the conversation that you guys are having, this squirrel chimes in. I don't think he's trying to hide that much.
You don't think he's trying to hide?
I mean, maybe a little bit. He just seems kind of sad.
You're really sweet.
Thanks, bye.
I was gonna
And
give
you're
him,
like-
I was gonna give him an acorn.
Oh, thank you. Big, like, puffed out
Yeah,
cheek.
perfect.
Yeah.
I'm gonna figure where this is in 20 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna go
Should we?
find
Go?
Maavi. I think maybe you guys stay here for now.
Okay.
Okay, that is fine. You are the only one without the message,
Do you
so
have that earring still?
don't. Yeah, that is how I message.
Oh,
I wonder if.
you don't have the message spell.
No, but I
Ah.
wonder if I can attune.
The itemic telemeter is changing. I'm like, wait, hold on, guys, hold on. And I open it.
Wait, oh my god!
I open it, but then like
It like shoots out.
I don't think it shoots out. It's a very small box, and there's a whole suit of
not actually-
armor.
Well, I mean,
coming.
the-
It changes.
Yeah.
The box
Okay,
changes
so,
size.
Yeah, on me, it starts folding up, and then all of a sudden, it just collapses on top of me because it gets so big.
Oh my god!
And I'm like, ah!
Are you okay? What is happening?
I don't know. I can't see what's on
How
the
is
other
this an
side.
item? They said there was only an itemic delimiter, not a material delimiter.
Quick, open the box.
I'll just sort it.
As you crack the lid of the box, you are washed over by a bright shining that almost appears to be a light source. As your eyes adjust, you realize that it is a intensely well polished set of half plate armor made of metal. It is armor of gleaming, and it shines quite brightly. It's very nice. It will never diminish.
Oh my
in
god.
color.
That would look wonderful
It's gonna
on
look
you.
so good with your Lightbringer.
There are so many fascinating things happening. And you see Drazad pull out his mace and go, glow.
And it like refracts off the armor and
Yeah.
Like a disco ball.
That just light a flashbang the entire room.
as the armor is removed, the coffer collapses upon itself into a small case.
Imagine if you had to
Get
carry
up.
the big
Yeah.
one
Yeah, you just
until
get-
you get a new item.
That is one design flaw.
Yeah. They get up all beat up and stuff. Drazad, I think you have some new armor.
I do not. What?
It's half plate.
Medium armor.
I know. I already. Yeah. Okay. Great. I have armor to sell now. I have scale mail we can sell you guys.
There you go.
We can. Do you want another tattoo?
Yeah, if we can barter for that.
We'll
if we
see.
can sell it.
Maybe
Yeah.
she needs scale mail to protect herself. She seems fairly sketchy, in fairness. You know. She's not the tabaxi though. We are
Get
safe.
it?
Yeah.
Because she sketches.
So as
That's the response from the message I sent you earlier. That's the response I get back.
as Valoth continues to get his tattoo done and the two of you ogle over this new set of armor, we move to Flora, who is in search of Maavi after he has left the Red Bastion, ready to retire for the evening.
I'm gonna just like knock on his tent. So it's like
Knock on the
when you
tent.
hit fabric,
Oh, my AC went up.
that's what armor does.
Well, it went up by 1 because scale mail is 14 and this one's 15. I was like, okay.
Ooh.
We're all beefier.
Nummy.
Sorry.
As the sound of the flapping cloth diminishes, there's a stillness upon Maavi's tent. So much so that you think for a moment to peer in and make sure he's all right. But as you part the curtain, he leaps out and grasps you in both arms.
I hug him back.
Forgive me. If I'd not done this, I would have regretted it for the rest of my life. For however short that might have been. As he lets go, he places his hands on your shoulders.
I have so many questions.
I thought I told you to forget me.
Never.
You do me a greater service than I am owed. So the least I can do is answer whatever questions you may have. Come inside. As he motions you inside the tent, you enter it. It seems like the tent's been here for at least a number of days, perhaps weeks. The floor is not just grass and roots, it is a unfurled rug with a tribal pattern upon it.
Does anything
There are a
need
couple of
fixing?
pillows where he motions for you to sit, and he sits down as well. What were you asking?
Sorry, I spoke over you.
That's okay.
Does anything need mending?
Certainly. I mean, the tent definitely has a few patchwork holes. The tribal rug itself is quite
I'm
dirty
gonna
and tattered.
Just like mend anything that I can see.
What does your mending look like?
It's like, it looks like almost like a fungus is like growing off. So like I'll touch the tent, and it'll almost look like a fungus is growing off the side, and then the vines kind of absorb themselves into the fabric and become one.
As your weaving vines and spores coagulate into a mixture that replaces the tattered portions of Maavi's tent, you see his eyes go wide.
So you do carry the power.
I do.
Have you transformed before?
I have.
What shapes do you now take?
I take many. But most frequently is a bear.
The bear is strong, dependable. Forgive me, Flora, when you left, you were so young. Had you ever heard stories of our ancestors?
I don't actually know that.
She would not have.
I didn't think so. Okay.
The Ayanook. Does that sound familiar at all?
The what?
The Ayanook.
Oh.
It is a beast native to Ashen, highly revered. One might say it resembles a wolf, but it is so much more like a wolf born of dreams.
I may have met someone like that.
You met
Am
an
I off
Ayanook.
base here? Or are you trying to connect this?
Might be. That's not something I can tell you for sure.
Okay.
He's no less than maybe connected.
Have you ever been into the Jorka forest?
I have been north of Ashen a time or two in my day.
Have you been to the other side?
The forest there is lush, it's beautiful, but the other side,
Have you ever heard of the Feywild?
I have heard tale of the land of dreams. Perhaps they are one and the same. Have you been there?
I have been there.
Is this where you saw the Ayanook?
I lived among a pack of wolves in the Feywild. And only after a few months did I realize that they too carried the power.
Have you ever tried to shape into one of them?
No.
This is a birthright, lost to time. The shape of the Ayanook used to dictate the leadership of the village and all of Zashitan. Your mother possessed a pale imitation. It is what granted her claim to the throne, and it is what scared your uncle into having her killed.
I never knew the reason.
He was next in line. This power is great, but it is dangerous. Be careful who you show this to.
Does he possess it?
I may have alluded to this in our earlier meeting, but now that we are alone, I feel emboldened to tell you that he possesses a bastard version. This Ayanook that he becomes is not one of dreams, but nightmares. It calls upon the spirits, it calls upon the damned. It sports teeth as black as night.
What you're saying is if I possess the power of the Ayanook, then I would be next in line.
Not only could you contest your uncle in claim for the throne, but you could contest him in battle. Perhaps one day. I do not mean to lead you on and to instill hopes that you would be ready now. Thralland is strong and he has many in number. But there are those that would follow you. I would follow you for as much help as that would bring. I am far past my prime, but I can still cast a spell.
I appreciate your support.
Of course. This is the allegiance I swore to your family. I only wish that in serving Thralland before, I had taken more care in seeing the deep-rooted fear and anger in him that drove him to such madness.
So why is he coming for you now?
It is simple. I stood against him, and he wants me dead. He knows that I was able to rally the people against him, and though I was unsuccessful, he fears I will do it again. That fear compels him, it drives him. It is what gives him the shape, I am certain.
Do you need a place to hide?
I've hid well enough here for the time that I have stayed. I am afraid that I cannot travel any further west.
We're heading to Zealous.
For all the stories the outside world may have of our homeland, they pale in comparison to the stories I have heard of that place.
If we can make it in Zashaton, we can make it in Zealous.
Make a persuasion check.
You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
Yeah.
That fucking 20!
Oh my god! What is that, like the fifth one?
Yeah, I
You
think-
guys are
yeah.
insane. My god.
So-
I have no chance.
22.
Yeah.
You pet that cat.
Get wrecked.
Maavi stands from his seated position and gives a flourishing gesture that descends into a bow. And a tinge of memory pricks your mind as you recall seeing this stance before when you were young. It is a sign of great respect. And as he bows, he speaks to you.
My allegiance is yours. I will do what you command.
I do not wish to command you. I wish to be equals.
Then I will follow you as an equal. I have had my time, my attempt to right our path.
That is why I travel. That is why I do this. But without knowing the true reasons of why any of it happened, I've never been able to go back.
Then shall I go with you?
I would like that very much. He'd
I
never
will.
see it coming.
I will pack my things. When do we leave?
Probably the morning. My body
I will
needs
be ready.
rest.
Apologies to your companions if I slow you down, but I will do my best to keep up.
We got boots to put them on him.
We've also got a flying ship.
Yeah.
I don't think your speed will be anything to worry about.
Maavi begins gathering his belongings, rolling up the
Shall I
carpet
help?
on the floor.
If you see fit, I will not deny it.
I'm imagining this man that's like older than my parents.
Oh, well,
So
I mean,
he would
older
be
than
like-
you
Like
remember your parents.
grandparents, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm imagining in my head.
Mhm.
Make sure.
He's very old, very frail. But he's apt. I mean, he's lived an
Yeah.
entire life in the wilderness. You can imagine him as, a 70-year-old that still cuts his own grass.
Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just thinking the same thing.
And so he packs up his belongings and begins to gather his things in preparation for a journey. As your conversation draws to a close, is there anything you'd like to add before we jump back?
How big of a tent is it?
Definitely a tent for one, but you
Okay.
could fit two comfortably if you needed to.
Okay. I'm just gonna tell him thanks again, and then I'll go find the party and let them know.
Okay.
We picked up a member.
As you reconvene with the rest of the party, Valoth continues to get some fresh ink.
Maybe
Odd
get
and
tatted.
Drazad ogle over this gleaming armor and the funny prank that they pulled on this half-orc. Now seems as good a time as any to take a quick break as we give our players some time to go and grab some water, have a quick potty break, get a snack. You guys can do the same, and we'll see you back in about 10 minutes. Don't know where.
Don't know nowhere.
Don't know go where.
Voodoo, voodoo.
Voodoo voodoo.
Oh, terribly sorry. I didn't know anyone would be here while the stream was running. Give me a moment to tidy up. It's much better. Well, while you're here, we might as well take a moment to thank all of our members for supporting the channel and bringing this stream to life. Tremendous thanks to Patchma Seeker, Keyblade Guy, Justinian at Darkeport, Grim Reether, Edward, Aaron B, Arcestus, Daddy DeFrosty, Rub My Beard, Christian Deters, Skeegus, Christopher Love, Shazar Romes, Brett Venable, Tides of Mo, Tabletop Beard, and Drazaddy. You know, members get tons of unique benefits as well, like these weekly shoutouts and emojis that they can use in the stream chat, and a heaping helping of chaos points that can be used to, well, perhaps it's better to show you.
The most exciting feature for our live streams has come to YouTube. You can now roll dice live to help us in our adventures by using chaos that's built up by watching and interacting with the stream. All you need to do is keep an eye out for earning instructions that appear on our stream, and then spend those points by typing in the commands that correspond to the dice you'd like to roll. This feature is always available, no matter what campaign we're playing in, so be sure to hop in and help out our players because, well, they're gonna need it. Greetings to all my bearded brothers out there. I'm Alex, also known as Constructed Chaos on YouTube, and I'm here today to tell you a little bit about my friends over at Tabletop Beard. This family-owned beard oil company is run by three brothers that have combined two great loves of mine: tabletop RPGs and beard care. And it makes a lot of sense because, as I'm sure many of you know, growing and maintaining a healthy beard can be an adventure all its own. I started my quest back before I was even on YouTube, and I guess you could say I was stuck at level 1 for a while, constantly itching my way through life with a wild and unkempt beard and just trusting hairspray and regular shampoo to get the job done. Believe me, I was rolling nat 1s on just about every charisma check I made at that point. But eventually I started trying various beard care products like oils, butters, and balms, and I found some that worked well enough, but none of them really tied into my backstory. Not to mention my wife was constantly complaining about the smell. Then I was put on to the products from Tabletop Beard, and let me tell you, it was a match made in heaven. Or hell, depending on what kind of flavor you prefer. These guys use a premium oil blend of meadow foam seed, rosehip, golden jojoba, argan, avocado, and sunflower oils to create the most high-quality product that contains no cheap filler or artificial oils that you typically want to steer clear of. And each scent has been expertly crafted and matched to a familiar TTRPG style, so you know exactly the kinds of vibes you're putting out without the scents being too mundane or too overpowering. To top it off, all their products, oils, butters, and balms are made in small batches, so the quality control is top-notch, and so is the customer service. They're always looking for new ways to meet and exceed customer needs, and I've even heard that they have some new ideas cooking up behind the scenes. So consider this your session 0 and take some time to check out Tabletop Beard today. Truly, they're the only starting equipment that you need for your own successful beard care journey. Bear Dritz here, letting you in on a little-known ranger secret that'll keep you satiated in the wild, even when you have no rations left. Ew, not that. I'm talking about subscribing to the channel and hitting that bell icon. It's easy to miss the signs of a stream going live if you're not prepared. So make sure to do that and... What was that? Hold it right there, adventurer. We're looking for some deviants that refuse to like this video while they're still watching. You wouldn't happen to know anything about this heinous crime, would you? Well then, as you were, but stay out of trouble.
It appeared out of thin air when they found it, as if by the will of the plains themselves. A curious and mysterious bauble that has turned up time and time again throughout the ages. Some have studied it all their lives, hoping to unravel its uniquely fascinating magical properties. Many more have used its power for their own, though all falling victim to fate in the end. Now, it calls to you, by chance, by destiny, by desire, it matters not. It calls to you, and it calls to be cast from your palm, so that it might deliver unto you the unknown wonders held within.
How much longer are they going to... excuse me. Are they still not back? Wait there just a moment. I'll fetch them for you. The little chaos gremlins. You have people waiting, you know!
Hey, welcome back, everyone. Hopefully you had a great break, and we're not one of our chatters having to chase someone off from taking a dump in front of your work.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's wild.
Sometimes.
That's
That is
wild,
wild.
Grim. Glad you rolled a nat 20 on your intimidation check.
Yeah.
Got him.
As we rejoin our adventurers, some of you mentioned that there are a few things that you want to do before you go to sleep or before you leave, before the night progresses. I guess we'll start with you, Flora. You wanted to kind of like reconvene?
Oh,
or?
yeah, I was saying I was going to do it over the break. That was,
Oh,
that was-
okay.
Oh.
Yeah, so basically everybody heard you, and
Yeah,
now
yeah.
they're caught up.
Yeah, just letting everyone know that Maavi will be joining us. He's going to come to Zealous with us.
No, that's wonderful. I did not see any reason why not. Especially if you two are hiding from the same person. I mean,
Yeah.
And Odd, I know you said there was something you wanted to do.
Yeah, in the morning, whenever she's almost, I want to go back and, I guess we sleep, right? Except for you.
Yeah, I get a point of exhaustion.
Do we go go take a nap or something, I guess?
There are
figure that out.
Yeah.
there are areas where you see some of the patrons like setting up cots underneath trees in small bits of spotty shelter where fortress walls still stand, if only in shambles.
Yeah. So as we wake up and we're just getting about the time that Valoth is going to be finishing his tattoo, I will go find them, and I'm guessing it's pretty early in the morning, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as I'm gonna wait until she finishes to do something. I want to
Okay.
hold an action.
Well, as you make your way over to the tiefling that is continuing to work on Valoth's tattoo, you can see bags under her eyes as well as under Valoth's as she is hyper focused on making this the best tattoo that she can possibly make it. She seems to have a lot more attention to detail when it comes to things that push the limits of what she's able to do.
Mm-hmm.
And you gaze at this masterpiece that spans most of Valoth's back, from his shoulders down to small of his back. You almost don't notice the presence looming behind you, if not for your staff that starts bonking you on the head.
What?
You turn and you see the half-orc figure, also bags under his eyes. You can tell he has not slept well, but there is a bit of drool caked to the side of his face.
Wait, have any of us slept?
I think
would-
all of you.
I would say all of you have
except for
slept.
Valo.
Yeah.
Some friends of mine told me you were saying mean things.
I heard you were saying mean things about yourself.
We did not say anything mean about you.
Are we all there?
Well, Odd is certainly there. You may see this figure towering and walk over. Yeah. He turns to face you.
So I take it then that you all were the ones casting spells that night, making me fib on myself.
What was the name of your dog that bit you when you were 5?
I didn't have a dog.
What did you have removed from your chest for surgery, was it?
I don't
This was done by a wyvern!
As he raises his axe.
If you'd like the same treatment, I can show you exactly how I put it down.
Oh, no, Durazad is okay. He does
Listen,
not need
listen.
anything like that.
You're gonna want to put that axe down. I'll take the staff and I was like, I'll spin it a couple times. I was like, are you gonna get some real scars?
Also,
Make an intimidation check.
Flora's just chilling. I see this happen and I said, that's not my monkeys, not my circus.
poor Maavi.
I'm gonna stay with my friend Maavi over
23.
here.
I'll stay my blade for now. But just
now?
know,
For
you
what?
better watch your back.
As he places his axe on his back, he turns to walk away, and you see him stumble because his knees are kind of
Oh
shaking.
my god. You do such a good
Like he was
half-orc
scared?
voice.
His knees are shaking because he was scared?
Yeah.
I got you. I thought he was like really drunk.
I woke up drunk.
Yeah. Just didn't go to sleep drunk.
Thank you for shooing him away. I'm nearly finished, and there. Would have hated to see this masterpiece go to waste.
Absolutely.
May it serve you well. And you said you had a song for me, yes?
Yeah, and I'm going to take a drop of honey and put it in my mouth and get my drum and start playing a song for her. And I'm going to cast suggestion on her.
Okay. What is your suggestion, and what's the save that she's making?
16 wisdom.
Wisdom. Okay. What's your suggestion?
You did such a wonderful job. I mean, wouldn't it make just more sense for you to give me that other tattoo really quick and then pay me 2,000 gold for it? And then go to sleep.
My friend, surely you do not suggest that the person capable of inlaying a magical tattoo would fall for such cheap parlor tricks. I no longer want your song. And if you know what's good for you, you will not push your luck any further. Because surely it is luck that has gotten you this far.
Apologies for my my friend. Despite getting a well night's sleep, I guess he's a little weary.
Perhaps we are all irritable, and it is best for us to say our goodbyes now. Enjoy the tattoo. I hope it keeps you safe, and I hope you live long enough to see your friend hurt. As she packs her things and begins walking away.
my god, she was upset at this guy.
Now, I know he promised you a song. Do you still want something of that capacity?
No, I'm good without a song. Thank you very much. You can just sing to yourself on your way gone.
Well, it's definitely not a song, but I appreciate your help. I'm not
She says
pushing her luck.
nothing else.
I'm not casting sleep on her. I'm not pushing her luck.
She says nothing else as she moves into the woods just beyond
sorry, Fred.
the Red Bastion. You
If I
imagine
had
she may
silvery
have camp
barbs
set up
prepared,
there.
Well, it was
Yeah,
worth it.
would've.
It was worth a try. She rolled a nat 18, so
Nah.
yep.
And I don't get portents if I don't rest, so I
Oh,
don't have any.
man.
Oh,
I
no.
rolled them and then realized I was like, oh, I don't. It's long rest. Gotta get those back.
Nope.
Because I had a 2 and a 6, and I was like, I'm totally gonna just use the 2.
Can you cast sleep on yourself and it count as a long rest?
Yeah,
mean,
but then
if you
I'm
sleep-
immune to magical sleep.
Oh, damn, yeah.
It wouldn't
too.
work. Yeah.
I'm like, that usually works.
It was a valiant effort, but she was clutching tight
I
to that
still
coin purse
have-
all night long while she was
Yeah.
tattooing
I
me.
still have my potion of charm person.
If you would like to give it another try,
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that.
Okay.
Maavi now makes his way over. You see a older man in his forest-colored cloak with the hood thrown over his eyes, so he actually has to lift his chin up to be able to see a large backpack strapped down, piled high with numerous affinities ranging from tents, bedding, tools for wilderness survival. He is a well-prepared man as he finds the four of you. I'm not sure that we've made an acquaintance, but I am Maavi. Flora is a good friend of mine, and I appreciate all of you allowing me to tag along.
of course.
We see no reason not to.
At your lead, then I will follow you all to whatever safety you can manage me.
Oh, we're pretty safe whenever we are traveling. We have. Did Flora tell you we have a flying machine?
A flying machine?
I may have left that part out.
Oh, well. Anyway, we'll show you. It is honestly, it's pretty cool whenever you try it for the first time. Unless Odd gets his hands on it.
I am pretty good at flying the ship now.
I'm sorry, his feet.
Flora taught me.
I would love to see it. I've only soared with the eagles a number of times in my life when I was in my youth. Please, lead on. As he motions, the four of you depart the Red Bastion, make your way back to the ship.
Is that him telling us he has the power too?
He has the ability to shape change. He is a druid, and he said as much last night that he can still cast spells.
Oh, that's right.
But
Okay.
he may not be able to shape change anymore.
I see.
You all find your ship as you left it,
Yeah.
in great condition, parked overnight. It is parked lopsidedly along some of the routes as you left it. Who's going to be the pilot?
I can do it. Exhaustion doesn't count for unless you have me make like a specific like dex check. for
Well,
the
it's
first level.
skill checks too, right? Or is skill checks second level exhaustion?
First level is just ability checks.
Okay. In that case,
Unless that counts as ability checks, does it?
you may want to double check that. But
I
you
think it does.
I think it does because I don't see skill checks anywhere on
Yeah.
there. So okay,
you
maybe not me.
you go to man the
They're still
helm
the
and
best.
you put in the code in the lock, but realize it's not working.
I do want to ask.
Prasad?
No,
I
I
haven't-
let him know.
Oh, you did.
Yeah, I
okay.
did.
Yeah. I haven't been adding it, but I am proficient in water vehicles. Would I add my proficiency bonus to my rolls when doing things for the
Yeah,
ship?
I would allow that here.
Okay, then sure. Yeah,
You should still probably.
I'll get it into the air, and then someone else should probably coast us for a bit. I need to take a rest.
I'll take the helm at that point.
Okay.
I trust you.
That is fair.
Yeah, because I gave it up to Odd last
Yes,
time.
you did. Yes, you did.
Is the body still there? Is our neck romancer?
God, I forgot.
Oh yeah, our little hot pocket.
It's funny you mentioned that because
We made a
as
tamale.
Maavi gets on board and goes to stow his things, good lord,
There's a dead man down there.
Oh,
that's Pinky.
We've just made a tamale.
Yeah.
Flora, what manner of business have you gotten into?
That's Pinky the necromancer.
So, yeah, right. We are not the necromancers. Trust
He
us.
tried to kill
that song
us,
I was
Maavi.
singing last night was true. It all happened.
He was the necromancer. He attacked us
Tried to
mid-flight.
kill
Yes,
us.
he tried to kill us, so we asked him some questions post-mortem.
Right, I can cast Speak with the Dead now, and so I was trying to get more information from him.
He does kind of stink, though. Do we need to keep him?
I don't think so.
How many days has it been? Because we're almost to the point where we can
No,
ask
it's only
him
been
questions
like it's
again,
only
right?
been like
It's
3.
like 2.
It would,
No,
it
no,
would
it's
have been
been like
4 or
5.
5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because at the end of
We have to travel 2 days at a time, and he killed us at the very beginning of our first leg.
1, 2, 3, 4, we're on day 5 now.
Yeah.
I don't know if I need to keep him any longer.
How fast do? What race was he? I do not. It's been a long
I
enough.
thought he was like a...
He was a human.
He was an emo kid.
How fast do they
Oh,
decompose?
It's an emo grandpa.
He was an emo grandpa.
Naked grandma!
Yeah.
Drazad is a dragon. They do not decompose fast. How fast?
Fast.
Oh, yeah, human life is much shorter than ours.
Like not like 10 days. Then.
No.
Oh, we might throw the tamale overboard then.
Well, I have been casting ice knife and sticking the ice knives next to him to keep him cold as
right.
well,
Right.
to try to help.
So now he's wet and
I'm feeling safer all the time.
And wrapped in
I
banana
will,
leaves.
I'll place my belongings over here.
As he lays his bedding out on the deck and sits atop it, just ready for takeoff, ready for anything.
If
I
we need
love
to, we can
him.
drop him in the ocean on our way over to Zealous.
You know what? Honestly, that is probably a better idea. Or we drop him. Okay, listen, Odd. Hear me out. Prank time. We drop him in the town where we land.
No.
And let them solve the
I'm
murder.
starting to
No.
take off. I'm pushing switches and
We're
doing
gonna
what
drop
needs to
him in
happen
the
to take off.
no.
that is a
Pass
fair.
over to the town. Pass over to the town.
Oh no!
Yeah.
No, not this town. No,
Well,
no.
why not?
Not Red Bastion?
We could drop him.
No, we're
we-
gonna drop him in the ocean.
We could drop him right on the half arc.
No.
No.
Okay. I'm
No,
sold.
because we're the only
Drazad
people.
is ready.
We're the only people with a flying machine. They're gonna know it was us, and then they're gonna come
So
for us.
good.
I'm
We
gonna ritual
did
cast
great.
Skywrite to try to mask our path as best I can.
So
sky.
so
They
the
fly.
vote
And
is
then-
3 against 1
Yes,
here.
we're
No.
It's 2 against 2.
No. I'm
against
ignoring
2.
this and making preparations to leave.
I see.
Got it.
So, are we tossing the tamale overboard right
Yes,
now?
onto the half orc.
Do you think we could reasonably hit the half orc?
We can.
We don't have to
very
roll
close.
to take off.
No, because I don't
Yeah.
want to hit. No, you know what? No, Drazad is not trying to make any more enemies like the Tabaxi. That we will throw him in the ocean.
That guy talked mad shit in my face.
Yeah, but we got him back
Shit.
though. I've changed my mind. I've changed my vote. We keep the tamale on board until we get over the sea.
Great.
And as this conversation comes to a close, Valoth fires up the ship. As the engines begin to spin alive, you see Maavi grip some of the wood that he sits atop. As the ship begins to lift up off the ground, Valoth, make a survival check.
Oh, sweet. That is, if I get to add my proficiency, that's 19.
Nice, even with disadvantage. Very cool.
Oh, nope, disadvantage. Sorry.
R.I.P.
You rolled 2 for a reason.
I
Yeah.
saw you roll 2.
I'm gonna take. I'm gonna have to take something from the chat. I'm just gonna take the 12, and then it is a 19.
Perfect.
This works.
I don't have to redo the math.
This moment brought to you by our chat. Thanks,
Yeah,
chat,
thanks,
for,
chat.
for not crashing
I
our
made
ship.
Honestly.
it. I,
I
made it
totally
better.
rolled 2 dice and then just picked the higher one. I didn't.
Here, instead of having the big dry erase board. that I
Yeah,
had.
it's a little easier.
Can I ask a question totally unrelated to this, but it's in my brain because you asked me earlier because you told me that you were talking to Sam
Go ahead.
about the staff. What was his character's name? Started with.
It was Valafar.
Thank you.
Yeah. I unintentionally, I hit the random generator and I get fussed at for having weird names, so I picked the one that was the most normal, and it just happened to be really
Happened to
close
be
to
really close
Valafar.
to
I was like,
Valafar.
it sounds very similar, but I couldn't get the name
Yeah.
out. Thank you.
As the ship roars to life, you begin to ascend above the trees, and as you reach a cruising altitude, your wings expand, and the ship begins to move forward. Valoth, you lean over the side of the ship and Skywrite to kind of mask your escape. I will say roll stealth with disadvantage as well.
God, that's
Can
another.
can I make him roll flat if I use thaumaturgy to create the sound of thunder from the cloud?
Yeah, I'll allow straight roll. Just re-roll and 1 dice.
That's barely better. Okay, so stealth that without anything else is gonna be a 12.
Okay. As best you can tell, it doesn't appear that anyone has spotted your ship. It's still quite early in the day. But what does stick with you is the sight of the Red Bastion. As you soar over top of it, you leave behind the ruins of this fallen fortress and exchange it for the sea once again. But this sea seems a bit different.
Don't dump him.
It isn't long after you clear the last remaining land masses of northern Grixton that you see the sea beneath you in turmoil as it boils and roils over.
That's not supposed to do that.
It's like hot.
Yes, I believe it's
It is a
hot
boiling
in Zealous.
Oh, so we're gonna make a Pinky the Necromancer.
So we are literally making a tamale right now
Yeah.
if we throw him overboard.
Drazad, do you want to take the wheel? I'm gonna rest.
Give
jump
me a moment. I would
He
like to be,
regrips the wheel instinctively.
I never let go. I motioned to him, and I was just like, "Do you want to take the wheel? I need to rest."
I just like that Sam, not Val,
Also,
Sam
yeah,
just
yeah.
like
I did
Sam did this unconsciously.
No.
let me throw the tamale overboard, and then I will come take over.
Of course.
Do you want to go downstairs and get it? Can I carry it by myself? The body?
You can try. Make an athletics check.
You flew up here with it. Make a what was
Oh,
it?
Athletics.
I had a good athletics check.
22.
Okay, yeah, you just hoist the body up over your shoulder. It's
No,
lucky.
I'm gonna carry it more ceremoniously.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. You lift it up ceremoniously.
Yeah.
You feel the bones sort of like mush and crack around
This is
inside
really,
of the
really
weird
gross.
mud mixture. But the body seems to be holding together, at least.
I'm gonna look over at the odd and
You
be
lift
like,
the body ceremonious.
I am so glad we are getting rid of this now because
Yeah.
I would not be cleaning up this mess in a couple of days. And I'll go. You'll see him kind of get a little bit more serious, and he goes, "Praise Tethys." I throw the body overboard.
Make
It falls into pieces as it's falling through the sky.
Yeah, you throw it and the head tumbles back into the shoe.
make an attack roll using your dex modifier. So just basically roll and add your dex mod.
Non-nat 20.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, as you throw it overboard, the railing is quite high on your ship because you don't want to fall over, but you clear it easily, and the body begins to tumble end over end as you watch it plummet. It eventually makes a small splash, and as the waves subside, they reconvene into the roiling boil that is the Scalding Strait. Now, as the five of you now, continue your 2-day adventure to Zealous, is there anything that you would like to do?
Sleep.
Yeah,
I want to talk with Maavi a little bit more.
of course.
If you, I don't know if they want to do anything.
I wanna tell Drazad, like, hey Drazad, come see.
What? Okay.
I need to make sure something works. Okay.
Oh my god.
Do you trust me?
No.
Okay, no offense, Odd. Absolutely not. No.
I need to make sure something works.
No, you're like
I
a
feel
genie.
I feel like
There's always a twist.
Yeah, but I feel like my magic just didn't work.
What magic? Didn't work on what?
Something that I was trying to help Valoth with before we left.
Am I sleeping when you're doing this?
Yeah,
I don't
probably.
Are you
Said you were going
like
to
purposely
sleep.
doing this while I'm sleeping, or are you like just doing it at some point?
I'm doing it at some point, yeah.
Okay.
Because I would have gone up there
Yeah.
after I threw the
It's-
body
it's
to
fine.
take over.
Look, nothing bad's gonna happen to you, okay? I just
I'm
wanna
wondering if Drazad is
see-
steering the ship while you're
I
doing
just want to see if this works.
I did not. What did you do? What did you have to help Odd with before he left? He was just getting his tattoo.
Yeah. No, don't worry about it.
What did he?
Like-
No, I'm not. No, see,
Don't
you,
what about?
that is what you do to the other people when we are trying to mess with them.
No.
We prank people together. I know.
I'm help me with this prank.
On me.
No, we'll prank somebody else. Who we gonna prank?
You're gonna prank me.
Drizzt.
You
want to really
You want to prank Flora?
tell the truth? And I cast Zone of Truth.
Okay, what's the save?
It's a charisma.
He realizes bards are best suited to elude the zone of truth.
I hope that he passes, and you won't know. You won't know.
No, yes, I do.
No, he does know they
Oh,
fail.
yeah.
He knows
if
they
we
pass.
pass.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, it's not that bad. Okay, go ahead. Roll.
Yeah.
Let me know.
What do I have to beat?
15.
I got a 15, so I pass.
That's what you get for not putting everything into wisdom, sir.
What? Okay, what do you need help with?
Huh? Look, I'm just feeling like a little bit like I don't have the right pizzazz. I stayed awake a lot last night, and then I tried to do something in the morning, and it didn't perform like I wanted it to perform.
Yeah,
Okay.
performance issues.
So
So that is what
I
I'm
was
hearing.
having
Yeah.
performance issues. Yeah. So I just want to make sure that this thing works.
Very well.
Okay. Now, don't just lay down. When I tell you this, I don't want you to just like accept it. I want you to resist. All right? And I cast suggestion on you. And I drop a little honey in my mouth again, and I go, what is your deepest fear?
Is there no way to make this save?
Yo, yeah, you can roll.
save.
You roll.
Save.
Oh, okay.
It's a wisdom
what-
save.
It's a wisdom save. You're good at this.
Wow, y'all are just hitting each other with where y'all are good at. The wisdom cleric save.
18.
Oh, that passed.
I'm not gonna say anything. I'll just keep listening. Keep going. What do you need help
I'm
with?
like,
Wait, do you know it failed?
yeah, oh yeah.
You can try it on me.
Yeah, or me.
I'll try it on me, Brett.
Wait, am I aware that you just cast? Well, yeah. 'cause
Yeah,
you
I told
me
you it
that.
was coming.
Okay.
Try it on me.
I did. So it's not working again. I am assuming. I do not feel persuaded.
Flora's over there trying on me. Okay, you too, Flora. I'll cast it on you.
My wisdom's even higher.
What?
I'm debating.
All right, Flora.
So what's the suggestion?
Flora, what is your deepest fear?
That is a good question. Did you try the thing on her?
Oh,
Yeah.
my deepest fear is that my parents died for no reason, and that I also will die for no reason.
That is very depressing.
Yeah.
That is, do not worry. When you asked what her greatest fear was, of course
hey,
it would be depressing.
Hey, I suggest that you let the past go.
That is what Maavi is here for.
We're also going to throw him over the side.
Bye.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
No, you're helping me to forget the past, to let go of the past.
No, don't worry
You
about that.
also suggested that to me, did you not?
I did, to an extent.
Yes.
As soon as I
Has it
see,
been 4 hours?
yeah, as soon as I see your eyes kind of glaze over and like you're like, and you
mind,
tell me
never
that,
mind, never
I'm
mind.
like, I'm back, baby.
Yeah.
Still got it.
I'll say that, yeah, it's been about 4 hours.
Okay.
That's
all it takes me to long rest. So.
And you said you wanted to talk to
Yeah.
Maavi a bit. Don't watch the stream.
watch
You'll
the
yawn
stream.
yourself.
Don't
yeah,
look at the
I
stream.
know. I've covered and I'm looking away so I don't yawn myself. So, Maavi, out of all the places you could have ended up, why the Red Bastion? What brought you there?
When I left Zashitan, I left in a hurry. I feared the wasteland deserts of Banara, and so I went west. and I fled westward and westward until I was as far as I could go. The Red Bastion seemed the perfect safe haven for me until I realized that I could run no longer.
See, when I fled, I went north. And then I ended up not on this plane for a very, very, very long time.
Forgive an old man for perhaps reading too much into the fates of the world. But in my experience, things often happen for a reason. The good, the bad. And while I will not try to reconcile with the death of your parents, who were dear, dear friends of mine as well, I wonder if this was all for an even brighter future.
I'm starting to wonder the same.
Perhaps you were meant to find the land of dreams. Perhaps you were meant to bring back the form of the ancients.
The what now? The land of dreams.
Grim, thank you for the 5 gifties.
Thank you. Oh, he's trying to get there while we're flying.
Well, this is Grim. This is Grim Reaper.
Yeah.
We got two opposing
Brett.
parties in the
I
running.
know. Hopefully, Brett's distracted by
Yes.
work right now.
Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it. I will make sure and add your points in a moment here. That's awesome. Oh yeah. Welcome to the Chaos Crew, new members.
No, no.
Hey, Atmoseeker, welcome in, man. Christmas time, that's for sure. We are very thankful.
Yeah, I'll explain to you. The land of dreams is it's a different plane of existence that mirrors ours, and there are entrances
Like the ethereal plane.
similar. It's called the Feywild. Have you heard of it?
Yes.
Have I heard of it?
Make a history check.
Can I just say
do the same
yes?
thing?
Because I did. But if I need to make a history check, I can.
You can make one too, but I feel like you probably would know better than
7.
15.
I will say that you haven't heard of the Feywild, but you know that there are other planes. Drazad, I would say that you have heard of the Feywild, and that is a place of whimsy that defies the logic of the material plane. And Valoth,
Also 15.
you've heard much the same, and in that way, you haven't given the Feywild much thought because you are so logical.
It is
Left
it
and
is
right.
a place where up is not up, and the sun never sets,
Ooh, I'm writing this down.
and nothing makes sense.
It sounds
and
awful.
You can never get out.
Ooh.
Yes,
Well,
I have
it was
heard that this
doing
is not
great up until that
a
last
great
part.
place.
Yes, and you are here though.
Yes, so it took me years to take it back to.
So
this
there are entrances, but not exits.
There are, but once you're there, time it takes a different form.
Well, it just sounds wonderful.
I think that you might
Except
enjoy
for
it,
the
but
no
I think
escape.
that Valak would not. And Dressad, I don't know that you would either.
No, I have heard not great things about it, to be honest with you. No, I'm okay. I like the.
Seems a little
prime
too
material.
chaotic.
I met some great friends there, and I learned a lot. That's where I learned how to do this, and I like change my skin color for flavor because I can do that.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Do you? Oh,
You've seen me do it before.
I know.
I'm a
What?
different color now. I'm
It is
pink. I'm
old.
spring.
Nice.
Mm.
Very lively.
Oh no, Matavi's a furbolg. I was gonna say, like, is he like an odd color too? For
He is a deep, like, midnight blue,
Mhm.
and his nose sort of descends into like a paler blue, and then eventually a bright red at the tip. It's very
I-
like long, bulbous
Not
nose.
everyone from my tribe has been touched by the Fae. This is a me thing, not a them thing.
So is that why maybe your uncle doesn't?
This happened after, when I ran away.
Oh,
Do you think you're more predisposed because of why your uncle is after you?
I don't know.
There are some in our number who have peculiar skin colors, but they don't often become so vibrant. It is said in our history that we were descended from people that came from the land of dreams.
How long ago?
Eons, ages, centuries. Even I don't know.
In your time in the Feywild, Flora, did you see any old depictions or markings of your people?
No, none. It was a completely separate place. But it looked exactly like the Jericho Forest. But also totally different.
And that's the forest where we got the tree for the ship?
No,
Or no?
Jericho Forest is the forest
Further
north
up,
of...
okay.
Yeah. It's at the very top of Bastion.
Yeah. It's actually in the Sojit Empire.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And that is where you're from?
I am from... I don't remember the name of the town.
We hail from a village to the north of Zashitan.
Yeah, I'm from
It
Tordosa.
is near the border, and we stand as stewards and protectors of the land. All other parts of Zashitan are surrounded by the sea, and so it is aptly protected by nature. We do our part to do the same.
So you see many wars?
Not in my lifetime, but there are conflicts within Zashitan. I would not call them wars.
Like disagreements between the tribes.
The wilds are a place where strength oftentimes does rule. Although I would not have it that way. I prefer a bit of nuance in my leadership.
And as the questions wind to a close, we'll say your 2 days pass. The further...
I definitely try and cast another suggestion on Drazad when he's taking a shift flying the ship to let me try and fly the ship.
Don't let me down, Drazad.
Yeah, we're gonna get this.
Honestly, your best bet of suggestion would probably be me.
Yeah.
Out of everyone in
We're gonna get this to where only Valoth will.
Nat 20.
For a get out of here!
For 27.
I'm just
Get out
going
of
to
here,
go.
Bard!
You just hear.
No.
Odd, you're not flying the ship. Leave me alone.
You see him like kick rocks.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Dad never lets me do anything.
Yeah.
On the morning of your third day of travel,
Third
After
day
you-
of travel?
yeah, it's been 2 days, and so basically
gotcha,
it's the
Gotcha. Understand.
you glide gracefully over the sea north of Grixton.
It's no more than 2. No less than
Less
3.
than 3 or
A
4.
windy turbulence
I'm out of time.
shakes your craft as the temperature rises suddenly. Rushing to the bow and peering beyond the misty clouds beholds Zealous. The landscape below unfolding in a mass of red and orange hues. Barren stretches of scorched earth extend as far as the eye can see, and charred black trees stand as solemn witnesses to the unforgiving nature of the wasteland. Just then, a peculiar sight captures your attention in a flash of white. A series of large cloth kites tethered to the shoreline, fluttering in the updraft generated by the roiling sea beneath you. At first glance, their purpose eludes you, but as you draw nearer, their intricate choreography becomes more apparent. Skilled locals manipulate the kites with precision, guiding them through the humid air. Closer still, you discern tiny suspended containers beneath the kites, collecting precious moisture from the atmosphere. And so the ingenious ballet of kites against the backdrop of Zealous's desolation continues as you draw into the fabled land.
That's super
Who is steering the ship, and what are you doing?
Well, it's not me.
I think it's
Yeah, if we're getting close.
Dressage.
All right.
Is it Drazad?
Probably.
Make a survival check for me, and let me know what it is you're trying to do as you are approaching the settlement of Skaldaroth. I can pull up
Kites, right?
the map here for our viewers. Skaldaroth is right off the coast of Zealous, or right on the coast of Zealous, and as it so happens, about 2 days travel from the Red Bastion.
Yeah, I would probably be trying to land it, I guess, on like the patch of wood / like along the beach.
I think we talked about landing it on the other side so we could put it a little bit further away from the city.
On the other side of Skaldera?
Mm-hmm.
We can, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay, so you soar over the small settlement, and I harp on that because as your eyes draw near and you peer over the edge curiously, the city is so much less than what you imagined. It's a humble village. Many of the structures there are ramshackle and similar to the Red Bastion in many ways. But you see a number of colors, the flutter of cloth over stone structures that have been cobbled together haphazardly. And as you soar over top, you find yourself flying just above the wayward branches of deep black charred trees. You find a clearing in this desolate forest, and as you begin to turn the ship to land it, I will have you make a survival check.
Another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll be doing my skywrite to, again, try to help hide as best we can our descent so that no one knows that we've landed.
Stealth with disadvantage.
Got a lot of stuff.
We're gonna take a 13 for 17.
Okay.
And I'm going to port in my my stealth to make it a 19.
All right. With your 19, you feel like you've shielded your approach quite well, especially considering the fact that you've just flown near kites that are being held aloft by many of the locals as their eyes are skyward currently. Drazad, with your 13, you are able to position the ship and begin lowering it. You retract the wings and maybe don't give the bottom engine or the landing engine quite enough power as the ship shakes abruptly upon landing. The ground shudders and you see a mess of dust kick up from underneath you. As the dust begins to settle, it reveals once again the desolate landscape of Zealous before you.
Much better than my first landing.
That was honestly probably that was terrifying a little bit. The pressure started changing in the air, and
But you held it steady. I mean, when my first landing, I was power, no power, power, no power. And it was, you remember it all. It was awful.
Yeah, I was. We were there for it, unfortunately.
It was
does anything seem?
it was wonderful.
Did you have fun?
I enjoyed it tremendously. It was like I was soaring above the clouds as I did in my youth.
It's so fun.
Did anything seem to be damaged when I landed, or no?
Make a perception check.
Your pride.
My pride. 9.
You got a lot of stuff in there.
Everything appears. Oh, sorry.
Should I?
It's up to you, man. We
I'll
got,
have
like,
you make a
going-
perception check as well.
Go like
Yeah,
1,000
14.
tens.
I'll take a 10.
Me as well?
Everything appears to be
Dude,
everything
I'm
appears to be in order. It was just a rougher landing than normal, but the ship is quite strong, especially in the areas where it was repaired by the incredibly skilled wizards of the Vindican Plateau. And would you roll?
14.
Okay.
Am I adding my boat proficiency?
No.
Okay, then 11.
Should have just said, okay, then 14.
You look below and inspect the wooden boards. They also seem to be in place to your eye. And as you draw your sight up, you look upon the landscape. Somehow it seems familiar to you. Like a memory out of place in your
This is
mind.
where he's from.
as if you could blink and see something else in its place.
The staff of warning just starts boom, boom, boom.
It's bonking Valor.
Yeah.
It will.
And so you
bonk
do.
up.
Yeah,
Suddenly
Valve
the-
would close his eyes and try to imagine.
The dead trees, the barren soil fade away in exchange for a world that almost was. A shimmering view of verdant hills and majestic mountains. The air alive with the melody of cascading waterfalls, their crystalline ambience echoing through a lush paradise adorned with emerald foliage. Majestic creatures roaming freely, their coats blending in with the lively jungle. The sun bathes the landscape in a warm golden glow, casting a spell of tranquility upon the flourishing realm that exists only in the fleeting reverie of your imagination. As it disappears from your mind just as quickly as it arrived, you find it hard not to weep for what lay before you, knowing what might have been.
Yeah, there's definitely when Valith opens his eyes back up, there's like a tear.
Valor, do you know this place?
Not any more than you, but it definitely could have been something beautiful.
What happened here? Anybody know?
Don't. Valor?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, would I know? Would any of us know?
Yeah, I don't know.
You can make a history check. What's your plus to history?
My plus to history is a +5.
Okay.
I'm gonna be right back.
I'm gonna use my other port, so it's a BF 16 total.
You've heard of the wasteland of Zealous, but after seeing it yourself, based on the nature of your visions and the way they come to you, you feel like some calamity has befallen this place and made it so. It was not always this. But that secret seemingly has been lost to time. And is not one that you are privy to.
Yes, I'm not sure exactly what had happened here. If I had my old books, I might be able to understand and figure it out, but unfortunately,
So it was not always like this?
no. Much like most places in the world, I mean, Vithnica wasn't always there, from what we've gathered recently.
Yeah, it was here, right? It
Here and
from
there,
Here.
I
It flew
believe
from
so.
here to there.
But I don't believe its original home was even here.
No.
Where could it have come from?
I think in recent history, people would remember it being here, but
Oh, further.
given its landscape and Zealous's landscape at the time, I think it originated from even beyond here.
That's fair. That will not. Yeah, okay.
So what are the four of you doing as Morgan rejoins us?
We kill more. I mean, well, never mind.
I was asking what you guys would like to
I
do.
can't sleep
Oh, I
on
really
floor.
hate to be- What did he know about Zealous?
Nothing.
No.
Ah, boo.
Nada. So,
And I'm out of importance.
okay. Do we...
I saved two. I rolled 2 2s.
Did we
That I had
know
to port.
where in Zealous?
They went.
Yes.
I think we were just told that they came to Zealous to try to figure out how to like decipher the runes, right?
That was not probably the smartest of us to not figure out where exactly she
Well, I don't
was
think they
going.
knew. I think they just said that they lost contact with her. We're here to just kind of like look for him. While we're discussing it, Baloth would, on his right arm, he'd use his tattoo to draw some of the symbols that he remembers from the staff,
Okay,
because he had marked them down
absolutely.
in his book. Making note to avoid any of the ones that are on the note that he has.
Okay.
If any of them are similar, he would skip those over. But he just put them on there and just leave it.
All right. You do that. And As you wrap up on the last Umbric symbol, practicing your penmanship upon your own flesh, you hear a small voice from just on the other side of your vessel. Wow. Hello?
Oh, hello. Did we disturb you?
Peering over the side, you see a young blue tiefling child, sporting very modest vestments, a shirt that flourishes open, and out from underneath, you see some ink of his own that extends from his chest, hiding a larger portion of what is surely a intricate tattoo design.
Do you guys validate parking?
Do I what?
Sorry.
Group name is the Fourth Wall Breaker.
Yes. What are you doing out here in the middle of nowhere?
Who are you?
That is not the question you have the right to ask right now.
What is this?
Don't worry about
gonna-
it.
I'm
What are you
gonna-
doing
I'm
here?
It's a ship.
Yeah, this is our vessel.
It's a
Yeah.
ship.
Where did you come from?
The sky. And I'll get on a rope and go down to him.
He admires your presence, and he kind of sees your purplish hued skin from beneath your armor. People can fly?
Yeah?
These people can. I hop down with him.
Yeah, I'm getting off the ship too.
I am blue again, by the way.
I'm gonna stay on the ship for right now.
Fell, or Drazad takes off and is like, "Ha ha, mine now."
I go with the wares.
Yeah, he leaves us.
I lock
Split
the
the party.
ignition and I'm standing looking down.
What brings you here?
What brings you here? I asked you that first already.
We're in search of a friend who traveled here a number of weeks ago, I would assume.
Yeah.
At this point.
Do not remind Drazad.
Touches the side of the oaken ship. Is this what living trees are like?
Living tree?
Oh my god.
No, this is actually a tree that has been cut down, but one that was allowed to grow
No, but
outside
I can
of the walls.
show you what living
What's a living
flowers
tree?
look like.
All their trees are dead.
Because it's all.
Yeah, all their trees are dead.
I'm gonna
Oh.
make my staff of flowers, like pop out a bunch of flowers and like give him a bouquet.
I've never seen so much color. It's beautiful.
You're
Thank
colorful.
you. Is this for me?
It's for you.
Can I keep this?
Yeah.
I'll have to show this to Papa.
Have you? Do we want?
Yeah, it's
Do you live in the name of the town that's right there that we just passed over?
Skullderath.
Skullderath.
I am from there. Are you trying to go there?
Yes, that's actually where we're headed.
What's your name?
I'm Vestel.
Vestel. Nice to
Vestel.
Vestel. Nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you as well. I've not known very many people to travel here. It's so exciting. You must come and meet my family,
Of course.
We'd be happy
please. And as he turns, you see a much older tiefling approaching behind him, almost frozen in her tracks. Her bright red skin almost blending into the surrounding area. Vestel, who are these people?
Oh my God, there's two of them now.
Just thought it'd be cool.
Drazad is being cool. We are landed in a strange place, and there are two people approaching us.
We are the outsiders here.
No,
man.
I am aware of that, but we are not landing in the middle of town.
What do you want with us?
We want no quarrel.
We're
Just
just trying to get
passing
to the town.
through.
Vestel, have you finished gathering? Not yet, Mama.
What are you gathering?
A branch. I'm looking for a really good one.
For what?
A ritual of my people.
Okay.
You can watch if you'd like.
Sure.
I think that would be fine.
I can help you find a branch too.
I think I like that one. And he points high up atop one of the trees, a crooked branch that sort of curls over like a claw.
Okay, I'll climb up there and get it.
Okay. Make an acrobatics check for me.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Surprised you didn't fly.
Or use mage hand.
Let's cock.
Hey, by the way, did you add points for Graham's first gifted of the night?
19.
First gifted?
Yeah, that's why I'm yeah.
What?
He gifted 5 and
Early
then
on.
50 was from
Yeah.
and then
5,
he did
50, then
5
5.
again.
Oh, wow. Graham,
Yeah,
I did
Graham.
not know you gifted 5 twice. Thank you so much. I didn't thank you, much less add the second round. So yeah, let me add that. Thank you so much. Nice. A debt is paid.
Yes. 19.
Okay, with your 19, you begin clambering up one of these charred trees. And as you place your weight on a supporting member, it cracks. And instantly you know, because of your high acrobatics check, that you need to leap
Okay.
and grasp, or you're not going to get it at all. You jump as high as you can, pulling all your weight onto the branch. And as that branch snaps off, you begin preparing yourself to land. You catch yourself in a 3-point with the branch held overhead as you present it to young Vestel.
Perfect.
Thank you. Mama, this is the one. And she looks all you over. A child's intuition is seldom wrong. If you would like to join us, you are welcome. It is tradition not to retract an invitation. In any case,
We would be honored.
What kind of ritual?
Don't worry
Come.
about
Message
him.
Drazad.
Yeah,
Like,
don't
stop
worry.
being such a narc.
Yeah. Don't worry about him. He
Drazad.
swears he's not a cop.
Drazad is not being a narc. Drazad is clearly being the careful one here.
come, we will speak of it on the way. We have some walking to do.
We were going to meet people. Were you not prepared?
Drazad hops over the edge of the ship. And I am prepared to meet people.
Are you... Do you not like him because he's blue like you?
No, I do not like him because he just randomly approached us at the middle of nowhere. Look, you know how Drazad feels about strangers and...
Hey, Drissad, what do you think they think about us?
Huh?
We also just showed up out of nowhere.
Yeah, okay, but we landed in the middle of a field next to the town, not in the middle
Maybe
of
they
town.
farm in
That's
this
where they.
field.
That's where the kids play.
Yeah,
They're
this is
not
where he got
farming
his
out
tool.
here.
Well,
Kids looking for the right stick.
Vestel runs ahead with his flowers and is kind of dancing around, throwing petals every now and then and trying to catch them as they fall. And as he gains some distance from you, the woman tiefling speaks up. I am Lirael. I am not sure what you come here for, but it is seldom that we get visitors, so you will have to excuse my intuition screaming that it is nefarious.
When was the last time you had visitors?
Some years ago, some traveling doctors seeking to offer us aid to cure an illness that has set upon the people of this country.
What's that?
We call it Cinder.
is
It is an
contagious?
illness that has no cure. It is a way of life here. It is the way that we return to soil.
What is the symptoms?
We are a colorful bunch. Perhaps you could say we are the most colorful thing here in this land. So it is natural that Cinder, the disease that seeks to render us part of the land, would steal that from us. Our color fades, our bones grow frail, and eventually we become dust.
How do you get this disease?
It is not known. But it appears to be something that all of this land eventually succumb to.
Is anyone sick with this disease now? In the town?
It is interesting that you ask this. This is the ritual we perform. As she begins to choke up a bit, the boy's father is dying. I am not sure how much you know of our culture from where you came, but most of our people, tieflings or not, carry with them a peculiar mark. I am to understand that people outside of this country have two names. Here we have one. Each of us is given a name and a mark to signify the family that we come from. It is rare, but in situations such as this, a rite of passage must be performed. And the boy's father must pass the final symbols of his mark onto him.
When Valeth is talking to her, he's doing his best to, like, bring his arm up to his face, the one that has the markings on it, and, like, to, like, when he's pondering, to just kind of, like, showcase the umbric that's on his arm. Not in, like, a, what are you talking about? What are you, yeah, but, like, just to see if it elicits any kind of, that's the mark that we, or something like that.
Make an insight check.
Okay. Insight, that's a 21. Am I adding my boat to this? No.
No. She glances at your arm and does give it a look over. She looks you in the eye, but only for a moment. She certainly seems to recognize the markings. As you continue to walk forward, eventually you do reach the small settlement. Again, piecemeal structures stand stoically in the ground, as if the only markings that would indicate that people do live here. Vestel guides you to a rather large abode with stone walls and cloths hung over multiple stories. As he steps inside, the atmosphere grows darker.
Is the cinder why this place, nothing grows here? Does it infect everything?
Or is the cinder because nothing grows here?
Maybe.
I'm going to ritual cast Detect Magic.
It is not known.
Oh, okay.
It is a mystery that has plagued us for centuries. My people have lived and died here by force. And now we feel attached to this land, not because we were made to stay here, but almost in spite of it. This is where my father is buried. He is in the soil. For better or worse, this is where we stay. And accept the fates that are dealt to us. We still live happy lives. Some of us choose to leave, explore the world beyond. But I pay homage to my ancestors.
Can you leave? There's a giant wall around this place.
The wall has been open since long ago. The borders are open. The wall still stands, a constant reminder of our enslavement. But we are free to go. At least on this side. It is harder to leave, of course, through Crastia or the Northern Gate near New Salvation. And so, the 5 of you, 6 of you.
Yeah, did Homeboy come with us?
Maavi's with
Okay.
you. Enter the home.
Is my ritual Detect Magic
Drazad, you get stabbed in the.
Here is the tobacco.
Who's
Found
walking
it.
in first?
found
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll walk in first.
Okay.
I'm walking in last for sure.
Yeah, you know that.
Are you casting detect magic?
Yeah, I had said I was originally
Yeah, yeah.
casting it. Yeah.
I would say that you have detect magic up, and as you enter, you see no such magic. But as soon as Vestel walks back from around the corner, he's holding the hand of a much older, deep blue tiefling. He doesn't look extremely old, maybe in his mid to late 40s, but he is hobbled, and he walks with the candor of a man who is nearly 100.
And he's not giving off anything either.
You do see the tattoo upon his chest that peeks out from underneath his vestments, alight with power, evocation magic.
Okay.
Vestal guides his father over to the 4 of you, 5 of you. I keep forgetting Maavi is there.
Oh yeah.
I am Vorgos. I am told you have been invited to witness our ritual, and I am honored that you would pay witness to it. You are welcome in our home, and if there is so much that I can do for you, I will do it. You need only ask my wife, Liara, my son, Vestel. Well,
Do all of their tattoos give the same evocation glow?
His tattoo does. His wife's tattoo is a little different. It is illusion magic.
Okay.
So he has Cinder. Cinder doesn't come up as any form of magic, or like the disease itself doesn't come up as like
It is a disease.
I was thinking necromancy. I was there. I was
I
like-
was
You
wondering.
don't
if it was
see
like
any
a-
Yeah.
necromancy magic.
His
I was wondering if it was
color
like a
hasn't
curse.
drained or anything.
His color has certainly drained.
Oh.
He's deep blue in color, but the vibrance is almost completely stricken from him.
He's like a deep pastel blue.
Can you
Yeah.
tell me the names again and like spell them?
Sure. The older man, the father, is Voragos.
Of
Voragos.
I was very close.
The son is Vestel. Vestell. And the mother is Lirael, which is Lirael.
We were very close.
Oh,
Lirael.
Ael.
Can we
Thank you.
assist with the ritual in any way?
Lirael will make all the arrangements. All that we would ask is for your silence. This is very important to our people,
Absolutely.
and I would love to share our culture with you.
Is there
But
anything
this is a solemn affair, of course.
Of course, and we are here to learn about your culture just as much as we are to look for someone. And Valoth lingers a gaze at him for a little bit longer, and again, making his arm like.
Have you been here before, friend?
I have not, but the person we're looking for came here to decipher something.
If you are looking for someone, a traveler, I can almost guarantee that they have not traveled through here.
Were they were a tiefling, weren't they? The person who came here
traveling? Yeah.
with the staff?
Dark elf.
Dark elf.
Yes.
I knew there
Drow.
was something. Okay, never mind. Okay. Well, thank you, and we will remain.
We will
Is
talk
there-
more after the rite of passage.
Is there anything we can do to help you?
I need to sit.
help me to the chair there.
I will help him. to the chair.
He guides himself mostly, but occasionally he begins to wobble and lean, and you catch his form.
When I do that, I want to try to cast Healing Word on him.
She was a drow.
What word do you say?
Just a drow.
Perhaps whispered even under your breath. It can even be a phrase.
Is he about to die?
Yeah.
He said we're gonna talk after.
No, not like he's not. He's giving his son the last rite of passage before he dies.
Oh, I thought the. Okay.
Yeah, I want to say
it ain't like he's going
hold
to
on
die at
for
the end of this
Vestal.
thing.
I thought his death.
What is it?
hold on for Vestal.
I have been holding for a long time. Thank you for your kind words. They refresh me. As he stands tall before,
I cast at 3rd level. Does it do anything?
he still looks quite ill, but he looks to be in less pain. You have certainly eased his suffering as he slumps into a very simple palate.
Okay.
After hearing her description of Cinder and like how it like kind of affects everything,
Mm-hmm.
is there any way, especially that he's affected and I have like a physical person, is there any way I could do like an Arcana check, or even like if I ritual casted like Identify? Because if you touch it, you learn what spells, if any, are affecting it.
Mhm.
I want to know if it's a curse. I want to know if Cinder's a curse specifically that was like put on the land.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll
Will
cast
you
Identify or whatever you want me
identify?
to do. Yeah.
And you're laying a hand on Vorgos.
Yeah, I'll walk up and I did not mean to intrude or anything like that, but this disease is peculiar to Drazad. Do you mind? I am a cleric. Do you mind if I?
I'm a doctor.
I
Yeah.
will turn down no call for aid.
And I'll kind of like clasp our hands together and just begin to focus on his bones, his like internal fire that he has.
As you focus, you see and feel a magic present. It is not necessarily a curse. Perhaps more a byproduct of some other magic, like it's a residue almost left on the soul. That's what you're able to glean here.
I don't think
Interesting.
dispel magic would work, do I?
You can try.
After your next long rest.
We're gonna say, well, I haven't touched my spells for the last 2 days, so
If I see you preparing to cast dispel magic, I would be wary of their tattoos.
Yeah, don't dispel that. It means
no.
Our people are quite powerful. Some possess healing magics. Your friend, I tried and I appreciate the gesture, but Cinder has been a part of our culture for centuries, and centuries still it will remain. I have accepted this,
It's almost like radiation poisoning.
so as should you.
That
That's dark.
you hear Drazad. You specifically hear Drazad whisper to himself, "Be cool, Drazad." And I'll go, okay, Drazad understands, but has anyone ever tried to get rid of it in that way of dispelling the magic?
Many have tried.
Okay.
A number of years ago, even, we had a traveling group of medical doctors who hoped to find a cure for this disease. I do not know what happened to them, but I heard nothing of a cure.
Drazad will reach out and see if he can find out anything.
I will not stop you.
The ex-cleric.
I don't know what level you get it at, but are you about to ask your deity for a favor?
Oh no.
You don't have that yet? Dang it.
Oh,
That was my favorite thing to
That's
do.
what
Just
I
roll the
thought.
D100 and be like, please.
Struggling to bite your tongue, Drazad.
You get that at 7.
You see Voragos relinquish the conversation as he reclines in the pallet that he's sat down upon, his breathing labored. Now approaching and sitting beside him, Lirael, adorned in weathered garments, carefully runs a small blade across his arm. With a reverence that transcends words, she collects a small amount of blood and begins grinding Vestal's charred branch that Odd collected, creating an arcane mixture infused with both the essence of the land and the patriarch's lineage. Valoth, as this all occurs, you see a gathering of necromantic energies, magics, swirling about this mixture. As
Just necromancy or like necromancy and everything else as well?
It is necromancy as at present, as Lirael sort of sways back and forth. Vestal, now a figure of quiet strength, holding back tears, stands beside his father, bearing the weight of the impending ritual. Lirael, using the delicate and slow precision of a needle and mallet that you are all too familiar with, then adds a peculiar symbol to the tattoo of Vestal's chest, a mark that weaves his destiny with that of his ancestors. Each stroke is deliberate, resonating with ancient power and the echo of countless rites performed before. As the symbol takes root on Vestal's skin, a transformation unfolds, mirrored by the fading of the same symbol on Voragos's chest. The transference of lineage and legacy is palpable, a poignant dance between life and the inexorable embrace of the wasteland. As the ritual completes,
Flora is crying silently.
Voragos grows still. Vestal places his head upon his father's chest and begins to weep. And in that moment, Valoth, you are certain that the symbol Lirael just left upon the chest of Vestal, the symbol that faded from Voragos's tattoo, is most certainly Umbric. And that is where we will leave our session for tonight. Now you guys understand the thumbnail.
I didn't realize he was dying. Oh my god.
No, they totally said. They totally said
I got
earlier
that he was dying, but I didn't realize it was like.
Well,
Right
no,
now.
they said that's what the ritual is. So then when he was like, "We'll talk more after," I'm like, "Aren't you about to die?" I'm like, "What?"
It's okay. Well, we
Isn't
can
this
still
your
talk-
death
no, we
ritual?
can still talk to
And
him
then you guys like,
after.
we talked to him. I'm like, I don't think so. But
You
okay.
begin to understand that when he said we will talk more after, he meant like the
other-
collective we.
yeah,
Other
yeah.
people, yeah.
No, that I can still talk to him afterwards. I don't care if he's dead or not.
Unless he's a pile of dust.
I got
So, with all that said, I do have to shout out Brett, Grim. Thank you
Yes.
guys so much for contributing to our little community here. I can't believe the generosity that you guys have shared with us, and I am so glad that you're enjoying the adventure along with everyone else here in chat. Thank you so much to our generous sponsors, Tabletop Beard. If you haven't already, check out their new Druid scent. It is amazing. Go to their website, use code CHAOS20 at checkout for 20% off. And until next time, go out there and make some chaos.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh my god.
50